Welcome to Poopcast. I'm Jimmy Davis.
I'm a guy that loves pooping.
And we're live for the first and possibly only time. It depends on how well this goes. The chat's already filling up. I don't know for sure how well this is going to go over. I've done a live stream before just by myself, but we've never done a Poopcast live. So I don't know. We'll just see what happens. It's going to start a little bit weird, I'm sure. Like every episode does, just anyway. But we're going to kind of probably not say a whole lot near the beginning. Just kind of wait for people to show up and questions to start coming in. But yeah, you can start asking questions or leaving conversation topics, that sort of thing. But yeah, as of right now, hopefully this hopefully the live stream goes over okay. It's shows that it's in the red right now. That's one thing I'm concerned about with live streaming is having it not work out. I know, like I said, I did the one live stream and that seemed to go over more or less just fine. Cut out a few times here and there, but for the most part it was okay. So hopefully this one will go over okay as well. But yeah, this is the 1 year anniversary of Jimmy's mic is too quiet. Oh.
How does mine sound?
Yeah, that's the thing. Me and Logan both have different mics, and Logan refuses to sit closer to the mic, so I have to turn my mic down.
Is that better?
Don't mess with it now, Logan.
What do you mean I refuse to? I'm leaned in closer.
Yeah, but you either were like putting the microphone in your mouth or sitting 5 feet back. So
I moved right here. I was sitting like.
I can't be louder. You can always turn up your volume. We're not gonna play any audio on the online or whatever. It's just going to be our microphone. So if it's quiet, then you can just turn it up, and then that should be taken care of. What was I going to say? Everybody's saying my mic is quiet. Thanks, Logan. You ruined the stream already.
Oh.
I wonder if I could. It might be a bad idea to try turning it up right now. I could. But I'm just concerned about you can always deep throat the mic. That's basically what Logan was doing before.
Hey, hang on. I wonder if maybe it's only picking up my mic.
No. See, mine's you can see right here on here. Mine's picking up. Yours is picking up, but I had to turn mine down like halfway. So this is a 1 year anniversary of Jimmy's mic is too quiet. Yeah, I mean it kind of is. I've always. Microphone problems are always kind of an issue with me. It seems like I need to get like clip-on microphones. I mean, it's either this or me and Logan would have to share a microphone, and that would be kind of difficult to work with. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Actually, I guess one of the reasons why Logan's sitting so far back is because I'm on full blast and it's quiet. Well, shit. What are we gonna do then? We could just turn up my mic and then share a mic and just do it like that. I think that might be how this is going to have to work.
Wouldn't it be a little weird to move the mic around, though?
What do you mean?
Like, say I start talking, you have to move the mic over.
Well, if we could sit in an uncomfortable position where we're basically right in each other's
kissing.
faces. Yeah. We could kiss a little if that's what if we get enough people in the chat asking us to kiss, we can do that.
Please don't.
Why not?
Please don't.
I mean, it seems like the complaints have died down. I just got from comment from Brickertown. It says the whole thing is relatively quiet, so nothing is unbalanced. I think we're just going to keep it like this. It's going to be quiet, but as long as people are able to make out what we're saying, I think it'll be fine. If we keep getting complaints, I think we might have to change that. But yeah, this is one of my biggest concerns with doing things live is just having stuff mess up like this. Anyway, G Bane says, "Please kiss for my fan fiction." I mean, if you write the fan fiction, we'll act it out.
If you write the fan fiction, I don't have to read it.
What?
If you could go ahead and write your fan fictions, we don't have to read them.
We need to read them. If there are any fan fictions, Logan, we need to read those.
But seriously, don't.
Why?
Just don't.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, it's probably going to start out a little bit slow, a little bit shaky. But Pi Pivot Montiero says I can't hear a thing. Emoji, emoji, emoji. I can't help you with that. Let me see here. Yeah, I mean, I think you're the only one who's still talking about the mic quality. Okay, this is like one of the first questions. Well, I've got two here. Let me read really quick. First one is, when will the King's Nostalgia Trip come out? I've got a few of those. Really quickly, except that's not anything that Logan can talk about as well. But really quickly, I don't know when that'll come out. I'm hoping to get it done next year, but even then, I can't. I guess I can't technically make any guarantees.
I mean, I haven't seen more than what you've put up on YouTube, I don't think.
I remember I told you one of my ideas before I first started, but I don't think you remember what it was, or I don't even think you knew what it was for.
I mean, when did you start working on it? Like, over a year ago?
Yeah, it was last September, I believe, last year.
Mm.
And then Coral Horse 10 / a Lenstar production company asks, do you like regular show close enough from TBS and Homestar? Close enough from TBS and Homestar Runner. Close enough, I don't know what that is. Is that like the show that J.G. Quintel is doing now that regular show's over?
It might be.
Because I'm pretty sure that's on TBS, and that would make sense, the comparison. Yes, I do really like regular show. I know me and Logan was the one who got me into it. I was concerned when I first started watching it because I know he kept telling me about Adventure Time, and when I finally watched Adventure Time, I didn't really like it that much. And then when I started watching regular show, I did actually really like that. It's one of my favorite TV shows.
Didn't it take you like a good 2 seasons before you really started to like Adventure Time?
I don't really even like Adventure Time right now, honestly. I mean, I don't hate it, but I think it's one of those shows where I have to marathon like a whole season at a time, not just watch one episode or 2 episodes off and on. It's just not that interesting to me.
I mean, I guess it is one of those shows where, as much as I like it, it is more interesting to just marathon a bunch of episodes.
Yeah. And then Homestar Runner, yes, I do really like Homestar Runner.
I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah. Did you hear about that whole thing with Homestar Runner and Robot Chicken?
I briefly saw something about it. Something about how... I'm not sure what the details were exactly.
It was basically Robot Chicken did a Homestar Runner sketch where they basically... From what I understand, they actually like ripped assets straight from like the show. Like they didn't like redraw the characters, whatever. It looks like they just traced over the characters, or if they somehow managed to get a hold of like sources of the characters and backgrounds and stuff. It's just, I think a lot of people were just upset because it looked like it was a straight up ripoff. And I know the Strong Bad Twitter tweeted that they had no involvement with it or whatever. I don't know. I don't think it's quite as big of a deal as some people made it out to be. I mean, I think it's kind of would be kind of hypocritical for a YouTube pooper to say that was not okay or whatever. But
yeah, I mean that's what I was thinking. I'm like, well, I don't know. That's what YouTube poopers do.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of what we do almost?
Yeah. Yeah, I think honestly, I think really the biggest problem is just the fact that the sketch itself wasn't really funny. I think if it would have been funny, I think a lot of people would have been a little bit easier on it. But to be fair, like I think some people kind of make it out that that the shoot, I forget their names. People who made the Chapman brothers, people who made Homestar Runner. I think some people kind of make it out as if like they view that as the show, they're upset at the show or whatever, but I never got that out of the tweets that they tweeted from the Strong Bad Twitter. It just kind of seemed like they were just specifying that they had nothing to do with it. But I don't know. I didn't think it was that big of a deal, but I do. It was a little bit weird.
I think another thing that people might have been mad about it is just the fact that it's like a big network, and YouTube Poop is just like made by just random people.
Yeah.
So there's kind of a difference there, I guess. But
I hear a train in the distance. It never fails. Every time we do this. I don't know if it's just coming or going.
I think it's just coming.
Yeah. So for everybody right now, I guess quick question: has everything been going okay with the stream? Has it been cutting out at all? Has it? Does it sound okay? Whatever. I mean, I know we just went over the whole mic thing. It's not going to get any louder than this, but just kind of curious to know that if it's whether or not it's cutting out or not. Whether or not it's cutting out or not. I'm going to get a drink quick. Do you have anything to say while I'm getting a drink, Logan? So we don't have too much dead air?
I don't know.
Okay, everyone's saying it's fine. So, okay, just making sure, because it's... I don't want to have it cutting out and have us not realize that. Let me see here. Gonna try to go for another question. If you see any questions, Logan, you can just let me know and I can read it. Okay, here's one from Marcus McLeod. Asks, so what got you into YTP to begin with? Was it a particular YT pooper? I guess you can start first, Logan, since... Well, actually, I guess... I remember the first YTP... Like, the first YTPs I can remember watching... Well, the earliest one I can remember watching and liking was Walrus Guy's Mario and Luigi Travel Through Time. I don't know for sure if that was the very first one I ever watched, but I think it was.
I think that was the same one that I watched. That's the earliest one I can remember watching.
Yeah.
I don't remember watching any of them before that.
Yeah. And that would have been around late 2008, early 2009. And from that point to about 2012, I think, like late 2012, me and Logan, like, only really watched YouTube Poops off and on. I think within those 4 years or whatever, I think I probably only watched like a dozen YouTube Poops. But then I know Logan got into YouTube Poops. You can tell the story of how you got into YouTube Poop.
So I was just bored and just started watching them again, but I think the three names that come to mind that really got me back into it were The Things 1, Trudermark, and Emp Lemon. When I found those three. Emp Lemon,
really? I thought he was like a couple of years after you really started to get into YouTube Poop.
Maybe about a year after, but
because the three names that come to mind for me, the three that I remember you introducing me to were The Things 1, Trudermark, and Hoffy 1138.
I guess Hoffy as well. So there's 4 there. There's probably some others that I can't think of.
But like you told me this story of like the specific date that you started watching YouTube Poops again. Remember the story of when you had a cold?
I don't remember telling you the specific date.
Well, I mean like this. I meant like the specific, not specific date, the specific situation.
I mean, I think that was a little bit after, but yeah, it was. I don't even know how I thought of this. I think it was just I was watching videos and I started laughing, and then just shot out of my nose. I'm like, oh, perfect. I can just watch YouTube Poops and I'll laugh hard enough to get it all out of my nose.
And
it's interesting.
You had like a Kleenex, right, or something like that. You weren't just.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's good.
I wasn't just letting it go on my shirt or anything.
Yeah, that's good.
I don't remember. I don't remember the videos specifically. I just remember one joke. It was from that is. It was actually one of the few jokes that I can remember that I would probably still think is kind of funny now.
Mm-hmm.
It was, what was the name of that SpongeBob episode with the roller coaster?
Oh shoot, I forget what that one. I know which one you're talking about. The Fiery Fist of Pain one.
Yeah.
What was up with your voice there?
My throat is dry. That's what happened there.
Oh, okay. Anyway.
It was that scene with Larry, with his armpit up and the stink, and you smell that. That's the smell of shit.
Okay.
And I just remember laughing so hard at that.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how like that's not necessarily like an unfunny joke or whatever, but it's not like a joke that we today we would necessarily find to be hilarious. And it's kind of funny how, like when you first get into watching YouTube poops, you, Mr. Artist, wondering, do you have Asperger's? No?
I don't think so.
I don't mean to make that out like I'm making fun of people with Asperger's. It's just that's kind of a weird question to ask out of nowhere. Anyway, well, when you first get into YouTube poop, there's certain jokes that just seem a lot funnier to you that when you watch them now, they're not as funny. I think that's why certain older YouTube poops I think were more simple than more recent YouTube poops. Is just because you could get away with a lot easier jokes, and also not as many jokes had been made.
I'm trying to think if there's any other ones that I watched. I
just remember the first The Things one YouTube poop you told me about was Lord of the Things.
Yeah, that was. I think that was the first modern YouTube poop I watched that wasn't Spadinner heavy.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that like a week ago or something like that. I think I might have even been talking to you about it, but I remember that's the earliest time I can think of hearing about Minecraft.
I still find that funny that was where you heard about Minecraft.
Yeah, well, it wasn't when I heard about Minecraft, I don't think. It's just that was the first time that the first time that Minecraft, like the name Minecraft, stuck out to me.
I don't. See, the thing is, it's just like I've known about Minecraft for so long, I don't even remember when I heard about it.
Ted Spaghetti asked, "What's Spadinner?" I think that I think he might actually be.
The CDI references is what I mean, but just like constant Spadinner references that are lazy Spadinner references, I should say.
Yeah, that's one thing that confused me when I first got into YouTube poop was Spadinner. I thought when I first started, I thought that Spadinner meant like meme replacement with CDI stuff, and I think for the most part people just tend to use Spadinner for CDI stuff, or it doesn't have to be CDI. Like could also include I Am Mean or Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. Just like the really old YouTube poop sources.
And meme replacement. I know that's. I don't know if I've ever heard anyone except for you use that term.
Meme replacement?
Yeah.
Mobro Studios mentioned it.
Oh, okay. Speaking of that, did you see that he's going to be making more YouTube poops?
Yeah, that should be interesting.
Hey, I know I watched his video, but then I didn't take that as he's coming back until I was on Twitter. Then I saw that tweet. I'm like, oh.
I'm pretty sure he mentioned somewhere in the video that he's going to be making another YouTube poop, but I didn't know he was going to be on Mobro Studios.
So that'll be interesting to see. I honestly thought he was just done. I didn't think he was ever going to come back.
Yeah. Cartoon Gamer 8000 asks, "What's your favorite audio/video effect to use/see in YTPs?" What's yours, Logan? Because you just both of us actually just got Vegas Pro, which I think you can still get that for Vegas Pro for $20 right now through Humble Bundle.
I don't know if that's still going, but
actually, I just checked recently. I think it's going through the 27th.
Definitely take advantage of that if you don't have Vegas Pro and want to get it.
But anyway, the reason why I bring that up is because I know for quite a while, actually, Logan, you for whatever reason didn't have any audio effects in Sony Vegas when you installed it on your computer, right?
Yeah, from September 2016 until just a couple weeks ago. Or 2015, September 2015.
Oh, wow. So you haven't had any audio effects that whole time?
I've had to rely on the... What do you call it? The...
I don't know what you call it.
It's when you go into the properties and you change the pitch.
Okay.
Monophonic, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Monophonic, I don't know.
Whatever. I know what you're talking about. So you just had pitch shifting.
Yeah, and I would just use that. I would rely on that for funny noises, I guess, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
But some of my earlier stuff, honestly though, I think with some of my earlier stuff, I maybe overdid the effects in terms of how often I use them.
Yeah, I'm sure you learned to get creative. But really quickly, favorite audio and video effects for me. Um, I guess I can't really think of necessarily too many specific ones. I think it's just that the answer I'd have to give is just whatever is used in a way that's unique. Like I like it when people don't just use like presets or whatever and actually are creative with their effects.
See, the thing is, I don't even know what the question is asking.
What are your favorite effects, YouTube poop effects, to use or to be in YouTube poops that you watch?
I really like distorting faces. I guess
Yeah,
that's something I like to do and see.
yeah, yeah. I guess maybe that I didn't have quite as much to say about that as I thought, but yeah, like I said, just anything that's unique or cleverly done. K.R. Epton asks, worst game console ever? What do you think, Logan?
Well, looking at it from an objective standpoint, probably the CDI. Just looking at its library.
Oh, there are worse games in the CDI, or not games, consoles in the CDI. It's just you don't.
Well, if you're looking at like just every console in existence, there's a lot of really obscure ones. If you count like plug and play consoles, it gets even worse.
Well, I wouldn't really count that as a console necessarily, but
I don't know. I don't know how to answer what to answer that with. Nintendo Switch, it sucks. Don't buy it. It's terrible.
yes, get a. What was that console that system came out a few years ago that was I think it had like some record breaking Kickstarter.
N-Gage? Or not N-Gage? No, not N-Gage.
No, not N-Gage.
Ouya. Why did I say? I don't know why I said N-Gage.
Yes. Yeah.
But actually, the Switch is pretty good. Do buy it.
I'm definitely gonna buy one as soon as I get back from my England trip next March.
I don't know. The Ouya, I think what the Ouya had is it was just like, I think it had some mobile ports and some PC games were compatible with it.
Well, I found this YouTuber just fairly recently, a few months ago, something like that. Call Me Kevin, and he did a video where he was playing games on that. It looks like it's basically just like an Android emulator, basically.
Yeah, and I'm not sure. I think I remembered hearing that you could like, there were some games you could connect to Steam, or connect through Steam, but I could be remembering wrong. I could be thinking of something else.
Yeah.
But if that is the case, it's like, why would you play it on there where you can just play it on a PC?
I just think it's kind of funny that had such a huge response on Kickstarter, and then when it came out, like everybody forgot it even existed.
See, that's the thing. It's like I don't even know if I'm remembering it correctly, just because it was so forgettable from what I've seen.
Yeah.
I mean, I never bought one, but
yeah. But it's just, yeah, I don't know.
I remember being somewhat interested when it was not even out yet. But the thing is, it's like I don't even remember what was it about it that I thought was interesting. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, Eggs says, "Hi Jimmy, I'm trying to be a pooper, but my content can be bland and unedited. Do you have any tips for new poopers like me?" I guess the one thing that I always go with is do what you think is funny, and don't try to just make something that you think other people will find funny. And you're gonna start out bad. That's just inevitable. Everybody, if you go back and look at the first YouTube poops from any YouTube pooper, they're always going to be, at the very least, they're going to be bad compared to their modern YouTube poops. There are some YouTube poopers that I can go back and watch their oldest stuff, and it's still good. It's just they've definitely improved over time. But for the most part, everybody starts out like actually terrible. So you just kind of need to. There's people yelling out in the hall. I don't know if that's probably not loud enough, but. You need to get all the bad YouTube poops out of your system. I think that's one thing I tend to see a lot of like artists giving advice is just get rid of all the bad drawings, and then you'll start with the good drawings. I guess it's get rid of all the bad poops, and then you'll start pooping good.
Imagine I had a lot of old YouTube poops that aren't on YouTube, and yeah, that's probably for the best. I mean, a lot of those YouTube poops are gone now; they're lost. But
didn't you say you made it like one of your first YouTube poops? You actually it wasn't like a re-poop, but you used a YouTube poop as the source.
That was my first one. I'm gonna actually be uploading that in a couple of months because in February of 2018, that's gonna be the 5-year anniversary of it.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna be uploading that. Of course, I'm gonna have a disclaimer at the beginning that it's absolute trash, and you shouldn't expect anything funny from it. But it'll be there on YouTube.
Or you could just wait until April 1st and then upload it as a regular YouTube poop.
I mean, I've already announced it here, and I've already told other people that it's going up on its 5-year anniversary. Plus, I think that would be more fitting.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I can find any more. I might re-upload some of them. I guess that first one, I think I uploaded it, but it immediately got taken down, which is why it took me so long before I started uploading again, or started uploading YouTube poops again. But I created a new channel for that.
Yeah.
And now that's the channel that I use.
Yeah, because you have I was looking through my my videos on my old non-YTP channel, and you had commented on your old YouTube channel with your old YouTube channel, and looks like you've got rid of everything on there.
Yeah, it's all privated. It's not going public again anytime soon. And also, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe someday I've thought about doing like a video where I like react to my old videos and talk about them, do commentary on them, like my old videos.
Like your non-YTP videos.
My MS Paint animations that were art, totally.
Yes.
They were the best thing I ever made. I'm not particularly proud of those videos.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be doing a video where I talk about my old YouTube channel. I want to try to get that done before the end of the year. I don't know for sure if I'm gonna be able to, but hopefully I will. So I still have all my videos up there. I mean, I've unlisted or privated a good chunk of them, but there's still quite a few. Oh shoot, I forgot to. I was going to refill Guanum's bird seeds before I started, and I forgot to, and now he's kind of going around his cage. I hope he doesn't start chirping.
He's gonna be pissed.
Yes, he will. There was food in there this morning. It's just I should have topped it off, but let me see here. I need to get a drink again. My mouth, for some reason, my mouth is really dry right now. You can talk when I'm drinking, so that way they know we're not dead.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Remember the first episode we did where you didn't talk at all? Like the first guest episode we did with the Master Poop?
Yeah, because we were like in a hurry and I wanted to get done as soon as possible, so I was like, if I talk, I'm just going to drag this out.
Well, we had a time to stop. We had a time that we were going to stop recording, so I wouldn't have drug it out.
Yeah.
I think you might have just been nervous because it was your high school graduation.
Yeah.
I think that the Master Poop is definitely the one guest that we've had in the first year that we need to have back on because we just didn't know what to. We didn't know what to do. We didn't know what we were doing. We still don't really know what we're doing.
Maybe we shouldn't have started the series off by having guests. Maybe we should have just waited a while for that.
Well, if we would have waited, we would have never got guests. That's why I kind of have that mentality where I kind of push stuff back, and then eventually I just dive in head first because I know that if I keep pushing them back, I'm never gonna get to it. So that's kind of why I just did that right away. Really quickly, I should mention too that I am like looking over the chat and I'm reading more or less everything that's going by. Just so you know, if you think I've been ignoring you, I haven't. It's just I haven't seen a question worth talking about, or just haven't, or the question just came in at the wrong time. But really quickly, Mr. Crazy Toad just brought up the $20 Humble Bundle Vegas Pro thing, and we did talk about that a little bit. But
I bought it.
Yeah. Just for anybody who didn't hear that, if you go to Humble Bundle, you could just Google it. Just Google Vegas Pro Humble Bundle, and for a $20 donation, you can get Vegas Pro as well as a handful of other programs that I don't think I have any use for, but maybe you do.
I haven't even downloaded any other ones yet.
Yeah.
I mean, I might look into what some of them are and just...
I think there's like one or two like picture editor things. I don't know if those are like Photoshop alternatives, but I mean I have GIMP, so I don't know for sure if I would necessarily need that. But it might be worth, since I have them, it might be worth looking into.
It's kind of nice to not have to go to a different program to mask anymore.
I thought you were going to say to masturbate.
To masturbate anymore?
I don't know why, but
I can just just do that in Vegas. I can just...
Because I glanced over at the stream just as you were saying that, and it was loading, so I don't like it showed the loading thing on there, so I don't know if it was if it cut out there or not. It didn't say anything, but
okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I can use Vegas to masturbate.
Wonderful. I should try that sometime.
It was... I think I still need to figure out some good methods of doing it, but I think the more I do it, the better I'll get at it. Like, at first, I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea how to do it.
Yeah.
I actually didn't... I did figure it out on my own. I didn't actually look up any tutorials, so for all I know, I could be doing everything wrong, but...
Yeah, I mean, I've tried a little bit with it. Actually, I tried editing the thumbnail for my most recent upload, and for some reason, I don't know if it was because my computer had been on. What the heck? The stream just cut out. What happened? Okay, hopefully that... I don't know for sure if you missed anything, or if the archive will cut anything out, but...
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not, yeah. And I'm sure, give it a few more seconds, the chat will be filled with stream is down or whatever. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, about the masking thing. For some reason, when I was doing the masking, it wouldn't work right. And like, you know how sometimes with certain sources in Vegas, like it won't work right. Like if you have it cropped and you're trying to move it around in like specific locations, it just causes the whole screen to like go red or to look glitchy or whatever. The whole preview screen. That's what it was doing, and so I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if that was just because I'd had my computer on for a long time or what was going on there. But hopefully, I don't keep having problems like that.
I mean, when I finally figured out how to do it, I wasn't having issues like that. And then again, I didn't have to like move them around much. I just kind of zoomed them out a little bit and moved them.
Yeah. Let me see here. Melee Mario 720 asks, ever watch King Crisis or King Wants Cheeseburgers / King Crisis without skipping through it? I did. I watched. I mean, it took me like 3 sittings, but I got through all of them without skipping anything.
I don't think I've even heard of them. What are they?
They're Melee Mario 720's like older story-based YouTube poop series.
Okay. I don't think I've seen them.
Yeah. I think it was like there's like 1, 2, 3, whatever, and each one is split up in like 4 parts or whatever. It's kind of confusing, but there's playlists for it. But I think it was like the 3rd one where I almost had to quit watching because I think I'd watched everything up to that point in one sitting, and at that point I had to take a break.
I thought you were going to say I had to take a pee.
Well, I probably did, but
don't hold your pee for a half an hour.
What?
Don't hold your pee for a half an hour. It's a bad idea.
You mean like when you have to pee, wait a half an hour to pee?
Yeah. I did that today. It's a bad idea. Don't do that.
I think I can hold my pee for longer than most people can. So I've had to pee before, and I went to sleep for 8 hours, and then I woke up and peed. Like I didn't pee myself awake. I don't know. It's probably not a good idea, and I don't make a habit out of it, obviously, but it has happened in the past a couple times.
I mean, usually I can, but for whatever reason today, it was just like after half an hour, it was like, nope.
Speaking of holding your pee for longer than necessary, I remember I was going to mention this in like the next episode we recorded, but I never did. The episode we recorded with Kier Epton, I don't know for sure, but I think if you listen back to it near the end, I might be kind of rushing things, because I've literally never had to pee that bad in my life. Like, it hurt to stand up when I got done recording. I thought for sure that I was going to do damage to my body.
Why didn't you just say, hang on, we gotta take a quick break, I have to go?
Because I don't want to take quick breaks.
We've done that before, though.
Yeah, but we never initiated it. It's always the guest who's like, hey, can we take a quick break? I gotta pee. And
well,
I'm not going to say no to a guest, but I'm not going to do it.
I think they'd understand if you had to pee.
They would understand, but I don't want to miss anything.
Well, you could just keep recording.
Yeah, but you'll be talking. I'll miss things live. I don't want to miss things live, is what I mean.
Well, you could listen back.
Poop TV asks how many minutes you can wait for pee. 7.
69.
Okay. Let me see here. Spooper asks, is tennis round 3.wmm the best poop ever? Yes.
What one is that again?
That's like the I don't even know how to describe it. It's weird.
All I can remember is it was like made in Movie Maker. Wasn't it like a picture of Paper Mario in it somewhere?
I think so. It like started out with like the Windows Movie Maker, like the blue screen and white text and like or something like that.
I wonder if that was made by the same kid who made Spyro the Pingas.
I don't know. I wonder. It would be really interesting to see like a whole archive of just like that person's YouTube poops if they made more than one. Because I'm pretty sure you can only find that video as an upload now. So I wonder if they had maybe they had 100 other videos exactly like that are lost forever now. And if that is the case, I wonder why somebody decided to archive specifically that one video.
Have you ever watched Spyro the Pingas?
You've told me about it, but I don't know if I've ever watched it.
You have to watch it. It is.
Is that the one where like they need to defeat Luigi by peeing on him or something like that?
I don't know. No, it was something like pee on Link. And then
that's what it was.
And then there was like a censored sex scene. Oh, yes, delicious. But he was like saying it all. That wasn't like the original audio clips.
Yeah.
It's the best thing ever. If you haven't watched it yet, watch it.
Yeah, it's definitely like John Iowa just said. It's definitely so bad that it's good.
It's.
Let me see. The Pizza asks, worst YouTube channel except Watch Mojo, BTM, Velksky Bum 94, Mr. Enter, YT Kids cartoons. No clue who BTM is. I don't know why people suddenly really freaking hate Velksky Bum 94 or whatever his name is.
I recently unsubscribed because I just lost interest in his content.
But his content is completely innocent. He's not like an obnoxious. I don't understand why people suddenly like actually despise him.
I've kind of noticed a trend where if you review cartoons, people are gonna hate you.
That's true.
Like
I get the Mr. Enter hate. He is he can be a very obnoxious person and he has very, very strong opinions, but I don't quite understand the Velksky Bum.
But I don't know. Honestly, I think actually people might hate him, but it seems like Saberspark is one of the few cartoon reviewers that I don't see people saying is terrible.
I think based off I've only seen a few of his videos, but based off what I've seen is he seems to be like actually mature. I think that's one of the biggest problems is a lot of cartoon reviewers are not like the most mature in the world.
Also, Rebel Taxi, a lot of people don't like. He doesn't seem to get much hate.
I can't stand him.
But Rebel Taxi and Saberspark are like the two cartoon reviewers I still watch.
Yeah.
I'm still subscribed to Pie Guy Rules, but I don't really watch him that much anymore.
Yeah, I used to watch Pie Guy Rules, but I kind of lost interest a while back when I kind of realized that all of his videos are like the same. He like has the exact same criticisms for everything, and he's just I don't know. He's kind of obnoxious. Like there's something about him just kind of rubs me the wrong way.
I mean, he's definitely better than Mr. Enter.
True, but I never unsubscribed from Mr. Enter.
But you're still subscribed to Mr. Enter.
To be fair, I'm still subscribed to a lot of people on my old channel that I haven't unsubscribed to. I haven't subscribed to anybody on my current Jimmy Davis channel that I am subscribed to with my old channel. You know, I still use that old channel every once in a while. I'll check back to check the subscriptions, but I don't like to. I just don't like the idea of giving people an extra subscriber that isn't a real subscriber. You know what I mean?
It's literally only one subscriber. It's not,
yes, but
it's not that big of a deal.
Logan. But if everybody has that mentality, then everybody's going to be subscribing with all their alts and secondary channels and whatever, and you're just going to have not anywhere near as many subscribers as it looks like. Well, I mean, you'll have the subscribers, but you won't have the people watching.
I mean, I guess if you want to look at it that way, I just never saw a reason to care about that.
But yeah, that's why if you look through my subscriptions, I'm not subscribed to Things 1, Hoffy 1138, or True to Mark, even though those are the first 3 poopers I started watching. It's because I haven't unsubscribed to them with my old channel.
I'm trying to think if there's probably some channels that I don't watch anymore that I'm still subscribed.
We should probably get back on track with the actual question of worst YouTuber.
Oh, worst YouTuber. Let's see, as a person or in terms of content?
I think talking in terms of content. Worst YouTube channel was the question.
In terms of content, like, I mean, I'm sure there's a ton of really bad channels that.
And I mean, yeah, I'm assuming he's talking about excluding the obvious of like Rice Gum and Leafy and Keemstar and like those ones.
You know what? It's. I used to watch Scarce for some reason, but I think back, I'm like, why did I watch Scarce? His content is so terrible.
Better than Keemstar, though. Although I guess that's not really a compliment.
No, honestly, Keemstar is at least more entertaining. I don't like Keemstar, but he's at least more entertaining than Scarce. I mean, I don't hate Scarce. I just think he's very boring.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Worst YouTube channel. I don't know. Well, I mean, the thing is, if I find a channel I don't like, I just don't watch it. There was actually one channel. I watched one of their videos today, and it just I could not stand the guy. He's a small channel, so I'm not I wouldn't consider him the worst YouTuber or whatever. But just something about him I could not stand. What's his name now? I think it's Say Goodnight Kevin or something like that. I've seen the name around here and there. I think he has like some association with Blimey Cow, whatever. But I couldn't stand him. I've never wanted to punch someone in the face more than that guy.
I completely forgot Blimey Cow even existed.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm still subscribed. I think I unsubbed a while ago just because I'm like, I haven't watched a new video from them in months.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still subscribed with my old channel, but I haven't watched their videos in a long time.
I mean, I don't think they're a bad channel. I just lost interest.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the case with a lot of channels. Actually, is they're still just as good as they always were. It's just I've lost interest, and Blimey Cow is one of those channels.
And I mean, sometimes when you just do the same thing over and over, I guess not necessarily to say like they were repetitive, but just like you play it safe all the time.
Oh,
it just can get boring sometimes.
Not to cut you off, but I mean I think we're pretty much done there. Spooper. Just mentioned something about Behind the Meme. That's what BTM stands for, Behind the Meme.
Hey everyone, welcome to Behind the Meme.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that he's the worst. I think he's just like one of the most lazy.
His content is not good.
And for the record, I felt the exact same way about him before and after Emplemon mentioned him. It wasn't like Emplemon hated him and so I have to hate him now. It's just I watched his video on YouTube Poop, and I kind of felt more or less the same that Emplemon did. Maybe not quite as angry about it, but just about how it was just very poorly researched and poorly made video, and it seemed like a very what would you call that? Like worse than Behind the Meme. I don't have a problem with Behind the Meme, but like a fraction of what Behind the Meme is. It's kind of, I know I mention this all the time, but it is, well, not all the time. I've only done one other stream, but I have mentioned this in other episodes of Poopcast, that it's kind of hard to focus on what I'm saying and read stuff on the screen at the same time. Nintendom64 asks, who is the sexiest character in Link: The Faces of Evil? This is a serious question. You should definitely answer seriously, yes.
Well, I mean, it's obviously Morshu.
Are you sure about that? Because that has that sexy prostitute lady.
No, it's Morshu.
Okay.
He's hot.
He's hot.
More shoe rule 34.
Apparently that exists. K-Rapton told me that. I don't want to look it up, but it doesn't surprise me, but it does concern me.
I mean, I want to look it up because Morshu is the sexiest character in Link: The Faces of Evil.
Well, Morshu is my waifu.
So why don't you want to look it up?
Because I'm afraid of seeing too much.
But you're in love with him.
Yes, I want to see a little at a time. I want to see a nipple, and then I'll wait another year or two, and then I'll see the other nipple, and just kind of work my way down from there.
Okay, literally.
Yes, literally. That's why I said work my way down.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Let me see. I should try to find questions from people we haven't answered yet. Cartoonosaurus Rex asks, "Have you ever considered doing a Homestar YTP?" I have. I just don't know when I will, or if I will.
I know for sure, at least with me, it's one of those sources where it's like I'm almost definitely going to use it at one point. I just don't know when.
I think that the biggest problem with Homestar Runner as a source is the fact that I just don't know if I can make it any funnier than it already is. I don't know. DM Hoffland asks, "Wait, is Jimmy Davis gay?" Gay means happy. Yes, I am gay.
We're all very gay right now.
Yes.
Everybody in this...
I mean, I don't know if that's a serious question or not, but... if it is a serious question, no, I'm not gay, but, I'm straight, but... Yes, in terms of... On this channel, gay means happy, and yes, I am gay.
And dick means Richard.
Yes. Unless you're, referring to a dick.
Well, why not? That can mean Richard, too.
So you have a little Richard in your pants?
Yep, I have a little 2-inch Richard.
There is a drive-in that's nearby where we live, and I'm assuming they haven't changed the menu since they opened in like the 30s, or at least they haven't done much about it because.
Wait, they've been open since the 30s?
I'm pretty sure it's been that long. Maybe it hasn't. Maybe it wasn't the 30s. Maybe it was the 60s. I don't know why I thought 30s. Maybe it's because we have 30 people watching. But anyway. They have an ice cream thing on there that they call a little dick, and I've always wanted to just be like, yeah, can I get a little dick? But
I want a little dick.
But at the same time, I don't know. I think it probably wouldn't be a good enough dessert that'd be worth the joke, and plus, they usually employ like teenage girls and stuff there, so that I don't know, that just seems a little bit weird to.
Yeah, maybe don't.
Yeah, I maybe won't.
Unless you want to go to prison.
Well, it's on the menu. It's a little dick. You just say you want a little dick.
I want a little dick.
Yes. Do you want a little dick?
I mean, I already have a little dick.
Okay. Well, want another little dick?
Sure.
Okay. We'll go there next summer and get a little dick.
That'll make up for the 2-inch one I have.
Why do you keep making that as a joke? I mean,
I don't know.
Are you tired?
Yeah, a little bit. I didn't get a whole lot of sleep.
I got like 3 hours.
And yeah.
Because that's why this stream was a little bit later than it was supposed to be, because my phone, I have an old phone that I use as my alarm, and I was going to take a nap before I went to pick up Logan, and then it died. So Logan called me at like 4:20. Well, it's like 4:23, but
yeah, because I was just waiting outside for you, which maybe wasn't the best place to be waiting.
Yeah.
But I figured, you're probably gonna be here in a couple minutes, but no.
All right. Smelly Prawns asks, "What's the most difficult YTP you've made?" What do you think, Logan?
The most difficult YouTube poop I ever made.
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever really had trouble with a YouTube poop that I can think of in terms of like coming up with jokes. I don't know, maybe the Ren and Stimpy one, which is why that one is so terrible.
Yeah, I think for me it's probably still the Chadtronic YTP, just because of how much it slowed down Vegas and just made it difficult to work with. Yeah, I don't know. I guess.
But I mean, did you have trouble coming up with the jokes or anything?
Well, I don't think that's necessarily what they mean. But yeah,
what else could it mean?
Like having trouble doing the editing, having trouble with Vegas, stuff like that. I don't know, but I did have trouble coming up with jokes for that one. But I have had technically, I guess, probably the tennis rounds, tennis round 2 and tennis round 4, since they were so long and I put so much work into it, they're probably technically the hardest I've ever worked on a YouTube poop before. But I had fun making those ones, and I didn't have fun making the Chadtronic one, so that's why I don't really consider those to be hard to make YouTube poops. And I know some people did ask earlier on if the tennis match was still going on, and yes, it is, for 2 more rounds. The Pizza asked, which YouTuber has the most annoying voice that makes you want to punch them in the face?
Didn't you answer this indirectly?
It wasn't so much about his voice, it was just he had a douchebag personality. He was like Chris Ray Gun without any sense of self-awareness or comedy.
So, an unfunny Chris Ray Gun? What was his name again?
Say Goodnight Kevin, I think is what his name is.
Say Goodnight Kevin.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe it was just a video I watched of his, but like I said, that wasn't really his voice. I have seen some YouTubers who just have really annoying voices. If their content is good, I can get past that, but trying to think, who was that? I know I was just thinking about this not that long ago.
I mean, if I'm being completely honest, even though I watch his content and I like it, maybe Jacksepticeye.
You think he has an annoying voice?
Somewhat, yeah.
I mean, I guess annoying in the sense of like some cartoon characters' voices could be annoying, but
but I mean, I guess.
But I
mean, I don't think he's quite as bad as people say. And like I said, I think his content. I like his content.
I don't know. I don't think his voice is annoying at all. I think I could listen to him read an ebook and it wouldn't bother me. I don't know.
I mean, I guess to be fair, I watched back to back his entire Undertale series. Like, I think all of them. I think both series. I watched all of it back to back.
Well, I've marathoned some of his videos before. I've watched a ton back to back, and I've never once thought that his voice is annoying.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, and I guess to think of it, I did find myself getting used to it. So I don't know. I can't. I'm trying to think of another answer. Like someone who has a really annoying voice.
There was one YouTuber that I watched. I guess his voice wasn't so much annoying as it was just kind of weird. I guess I don't mean to make fun of him or whatever, but it's one of those channels. Like I think it was called Top 10 Trends or something like that. It's one of those really stupid channels, whatever. I watch their videos every once in a while, like if I'm getting ready to go to bed or whatever, and I just see one of them in the recommended. They're like junk food, basically. I don't live off of them, but I do watch them every once in a while. But he had this weird voice that I swear I've never heard anybody talk like it before. I can't even explain what it's like, but it was I think it was 10 internet mysteries solved by Reddit or something like that. And the only thing I can think of is, because I remember I looked through the comments a little bit, and one of the people in the comments wrote out the way that he pronounced the word forest. Like he would say like forest. Like every word, it was like the what do you call that when your voice
text to speech?
No. What do you call that? Like when you put an emphasis on a certain syllable of a word or whatever.
I don't know.
I can't think of what that's called. But anyway, it's like he put the emphasis on the wrong syllable and the wrong word every single time.
Forest?
Forest. Just imagine, like, they found this thing in the forest, and nobody knew what it was.
So the way you're saying it sounds like he has like a voice that sounds like text to speech.
Kind of. Inflection, that's the word. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. Nintendo 64 pointed that out for the people who don't know that. I didn't just come up with that off the top of my head.
Yes, you did. You're a genius.
I don't know why that is. How sometimes it's like your brain blocks out a certain word and you just can't remember it. But yeah, his inflections were just all over the place. It almost sounded like that the chorus or vibrato sound effects in Vegas. It almost sounds like somebody's trying to imitate that effect. I don't know. It was It was kind of annoying, but not so much so that I couldn't stand watching it. It was weird. I don't know. Like I said, I've never heard anybody talk like that before.
I mean, I guess now that I think about it, I don't know if you were finished with what you were saying or not.
Yeah.
No, I think one of the reasons why I couldn't get into Pyrocynical's content, aside from just not thinking it was good, was his voice.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't be the only one who thinks he always sounds like he's about to cry. I don't know why. That's just the vibe I get from his voice.
I don't think I've ever watched any of his videos before, actually.
Hey guys, it's Pyrocynical. Like, he always sounds like he's gonna cry. I don't know. That can't just be me.
Okay. I should watch one of his videos and try to see what you're talking about.
I mean, I can't be the only one that's hearing that.
I mean, I guess another kind of obvious choice for annoying voice is Leafy.
Oh yeah.
Although I guess to be fair, it's with Leafy, it's a combination of his voice and his attitude. You know,
yeah.
Like I've heard other YouTubers before who sound vaguely like Leafy that don't really annoy me because they're not douches.
Yeah, I think with Leafy it is more his personality.
Yeah. Melee Mario 720 asks, ever watched an infamous film like Ratatouille or Food Fight? I mean, I've watched Birdemic.
Yeah.
I've watched Troll 2. I mean, I'm assuming because you gave those two examples, you're talking about animated movies.
But you know.
I mean, I've watched the Emoji Movie. Does that count?
Oh my goodness! Can we pretend that movie doesn't exist?
That's. I swear, I'm not exaggerating. That's literally the worst movie I've ever seen that wasn't like or worst animated movie I've ever seen that wasn't like a cheap knockoff movie like Ratatouille.
Precisely.
Yes.
I still find it funny though that Mike Pollock was actually in that movie.
Well, it's. Mike Pollock is a very self-aware actor. I mean, didn't he even literally say like not to buy the movie, just find it on YouTube and watch it?
Yeah, he was saying that in an interview.
Yeah,
he said you probably can just find the movie on YouTube, just watch it like that. It's not worth your money.
Lisa Brown asks, "What's your favorite character on the Cosby Show?" It's Bill, of course. Who doesn't love Bill? I
mean, to be completely honest, I haven't actually.
Well, I guess if you're talking about the actual characters, I mean, it's kind of hard to hang on a second. The DM Hoffman says, "Okay, the Emoji Movie isn't as bad as people make it out to be, in my opinion. It had some good things. What were the good things? It had no good things.
The animation, that's it.
Yeah, but I mean, even then, like I think I don't think we talked about it in the podcast we did about it. But I know I mentioned it to you. The animation is technically good, but like the style, everything's so bright and colorful that nothing really stands out. I think I told you it's like eating a bowl of sugar with a spoon. It's like it's way too much. Sugar is good, but just plain sugar is way too much, and that's what the Emoji Movie's visuals were. But anyway, like I was.
So Melee Mario 720 just said Mike Pollock was in Just Cause 3, but
what's Just Cause 3?
A game. But the thing is, it's like that's not really that surprising. But the fact that he was in some cheap knockoff movie that's surprising to me. It's not really surprising that he was in a game. I don't know if the game was any good, but I just know it's a game.
Cooper S says Bill Cipher versus Bill Cosby versus Bill Nye. Actually, I really hope they come back for another season of Epic Rap Battles. I know they did an update where it kind of sounded like they maybe weren't going to, but I kind of, if I could have them do any rap battle, I think it'd be fun to see a Bill Cosby versus Bing Crosby, because their names sound similar enough that I think it'd be interesting.
Wait, did they stop making Epic Rap Battles?
They haven't made a new one in over a year. I think their last one was... Well, I think it's been about a year since their last one.
Oh, I wasn't sure if... I guess now that I think about it, I haven't been seeing their videos on my subscription feed.
Yeah, they did an update on their second channel. Because Lloyd was talking about all the things that he had done over the year, and then Peter held up a picture, like an ultrasound picture, and said, "And I made this with my wiener." So yeah, that's why one of the reasons they've been taking a break is because he was Well, actually, I guess it would have happened after they started taking a break, but that might have extended their break.
So he had a kid?
Well, not born yet, but will be. MP Carlson says, well, it's now officially Christmas Eve for me. Oh, yeah, that's right. UK is 6 hours ahead of Minnesota.
So in the right time zone, it's not Christmas yet. Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
You live in the wrong time zone.
No.
Yes.
Because no, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it totally does.
Okay, we should find another question. I think we're kind of stretching. The DM Hoffman said that. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh at you, but about the Emoji Movie, thought the message was good. I don't.
What message?
The message. There's actually a video. What do they call it? Wisecrack. That's the channel name. They did a video just talking about how just hypocritical and horribly skewed the messages in the Emoji Movie, about how they got it completely wrong, and also, if you really want to break it down, like what the message they're trying to go for, I think, is just be yourself, and that's like the most generic, stereotypical kids message you could possibly go with. Anyway, we should probably stop talking about the Emoji Movie. I swear I'm not just hating on it because it's popular to hate on it. I went in wanting to like it.
I mean, I was thinking it was actually worse than I expected. I was thinking, okay, it's probably gonna be bad, but it's probably not gonna be that bad. It'll be tolerable, but it's like I never want to watch this movie again.
Yeah, I was expecting like bad DreamWorks quality. Something like what was that movie even called? That one with the snail?
Turbo?
Turbo. Something like that. Something that's not unbearable, but something that's not good.
I would much rather watch Turbo. At least Turbo had some redeeming qualities. I think. I barely remember it, but I think it had some redeeming qualities.
Snoop Dogg was in it.
There you go. There's one redeeming quality.
Yes.
But, I was thinking, it's like, I know Sony Animations has really always been hit or miss. Usually, from what I've seen, they tend to have more misses. But usually their misses aren't, like, garbage.
Yeah.
Usually they're just, like, bad. The Emoji Movie was terrible.
Yeah, the Emoji Movie was, honestly, like I said, easily the worst animated movie I've ever seen. Possibly even the worst movie ever. It's like if Adam Sandler was given an animated movie and Adam Sandler didn't try. Imagine that.
What's funny is, wasn't Adam Sandler in one of Sony's better animated movies?
Hotel Transylvania?
Yeah, I actually haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I think I kind of want to try watching it again, because I remember not really liking it when I first watched it, but I think seeing clips from it again, especially for the animation, I want to rewatch it. I think I'm going to need to get some more water here pretty soon. I've been drinking water this whole time, and my mouth has been dry, and
I'm almost out of water as well.
Yeah, but you have coffee as well.
I drank that.
Already?
Yeah.
Huh.
I started drinking it before you picked me up. So.
Picked you up with my car, not with my hands.
And plus, that was over an hour ago.
Yeah, that's true. We've been streaming for an hour already. Let me see here. The stream went offline again.
Oh.
Hopefully it shouldn't. Okay, it's back up again. I think people said last time that it didn't cut out, so hopefully it won't. The Memester 360420 asks, or says, my grandma really loves Hotel Transylvania. Also, is there going to be a Larry Man 3? There won't be a Larry Man 3.
I know this is unrelated, but I just kind of glanced at that question you just read, and I swear I thought it said my grandma really loves hentai. I was confused.
Somebody's grandma is into hentai. That's just, statistically, I'm sure that's happened before.
I mean, yeah, probably.
Yeah, I don't... It's one thing to have your grandma walk in on you when you're watching hentai. Imagine walking into your grandma watching hentai. I don't want that. I don't want to... Well, I mean, both our grandmas are dead, so that would be even more weird. But... put hentai on my tombstone.
Who said that?
Nobody. I
Oh.
just came up with that. Because,
Oh,
anyway, but yeah, there won't be a Larry Man 3. No. At least I don't plan on one. It's still technically possible, but if it does happen, it's definitely not going to happen this year. Yeah, people are saying the live stream kind of lagged, but it seems like it's back up again now. Let me just kind of give it a second. I might go grab a drink quick. Do you have stuff you want to talk about while I'm grabbing a drink so it's not quiet?
I was just gonna say if we're gonna do that, I think I might go use the bathroom real quick.
Well, no, we can't do that.
But
Because I'm going to be uploading this video, this stream, uploading it to the Poopcast channel, and I don't want to have to edit anything. So I'm too lazy. Mr. Y, the orangutan, says, I just joined. What about hentai now? Should we just talk about hentai?
Very interesting. What's your favorite kind of hentai?
You know, I actually, I don't even know exactly what makes something hentai. Is that just anime porn?
I don't know if it's specifically anime porn or if it just can be anything cartoon porn. I don't know.
And it doesn't have to involve tentacles, right? That's a subgenre, right?
I'm pretty sure it's a subgenre. I'm pretty sure it's just animated hentai or drawn hentai. Or porn,
Animated hentai?
Animated porn or drawn porn.
Let me see here.
I don't know if it specifically has to be Japanese made or if it specifically has to be animated to be considered hentai.
Well, to be fair, there's not a whole lot of animated porn that comes out of like the U.S. or something like that. I mean, I'm sure you can find it, but not like.
How would you know?
I know things.
What?
I know things. No, I'm just saying, like, you don't hear of anybody who says that they're a fan of Western animated porn. You know, it's like at the very least, the Japanese animated porn is.
To be fair, how often do you hear people publicly say, "I like hentai"?
Well, you hear it a lot as jokes.
But how many people do you hear like seriously admitting, "I love hentai"?
I'm sure the people who do love hentai say it as a joke. Like, oh, I love hentai. But they do actually love hentai.
You mean like my friends who always make jokes like that, and they probably are serious.
Probably. Didn't somebody buy you a hentai game on Steam?
Yes, and
that you played?
He is in the chat right now.
Penis Man?
Yes.
Oh, it's Penis Man.
Yeah. I didn't play it. I just launched it, and that was it. And then I returned it.
We should have the Penis Man on the show sometime.
Yeah, that would be interesting to see.
Talking about Master Sword, just to be clear, for maximum embarrassment for Master Sword. Would he be embarrassed by being called Penis Man?
I have no idea.
I don't know. I kind of wonder sometimes if he takes that as an insult or not.
I mean,
you can never tell with some people online.
I mean, I know you just call him Penis Man because you know that he makes penis jokes a lot.
Well, it's just specifically because he was making penis jokes when we were over at David and Letha's place, and Bentley, our niece, was watching you play Lego Star Wars, and penis jokes were popping up.
I mean, luckily she can't read.
Yeah.
And I didn't think to just set that to offline.
We should try to get the Penis Man to come over here so we can go to that drive-in and get a couple little dicks.
But he doesn't live in the U.S.
Who cares?
Okay. Yeah, I love hentai, says Nintendo64. Watch his walrus guy's face of evil cutscene where
they all have.
I do remember that.
They all have giant erections.
I remember that.
Yeah.
That was good.
You liked it a little too much, I think.
Yes, I liked it a little too much. What was that one from? Was that from?
I think that one. It's titled something like. I think it's like Mama Luigi abandons Yoshi at a supermarket or something like that. It's one of those videos that has nothing to do with the title or thumbnail.
I think that might have been. I remember there was one video of what I think it was Walrus Guy who made it. It might have been he did like a Steven Universe YouTube poop of like the Uncle Grandpa crossover episode.
Yeah,
and you told me don't watch it. It's really dirty.
Well,
I watched it and I thought it was hilarious.
You have to remember, my sense of humor has shifted a lot since I first started watching YouTube poops.
It's kind of interesting looking back at some of the stuff that you told me, don't watch that, it's too dirty, and then I watched it, I'm like, really?
Yeah, well, I mean, I mean, this was a long time ago, but I told you that about the Walrus guy, Mario and Luigi Travel Through Time.
Because of the censored F-bomb.
Because it was, I dare you to die. I dare you to fuck the enclosed instruction book.
But the thing is, it was censored, and it's like, I wouldn't have known what that meant at the time. Actually, even if it was sentence mixed, I wouldn't have known. I would have just known it was a swear word. That's all I would have known.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, my sense of humor has shifted a lot since I first started. Like, remember, I stopped watching N.P. Carlson's... I always forget the title of that YTP. The Crustacean Resurrection Redemption. I stopped watching that because of the I only had sex for 30 seconds. I want cum line.
Wasn't it I must have come?
I think it was I want cum.
I thought for sure it was I only had sex for 30 seconds. I must have come.
No.
He's in the chat, isn't he?
He was a little while ago. I don't know if he's still there.
If he still is, he could answer for us.
I'm pretty sure it's I want cum.
Either way.
Okay, we should stop saying this. People are gonna isolate those clips and just repeat over and over. I want cum. I must have cum.
Well,
I want cum.
We already both said stuff about hentai that can be taken out of context.
Well, yeah, but I mean that wouldn't take any effort at all. It'd just take isolating that one clip. I must have come. Okay, you were right.
There were a few. Didn't you stop watching Nostalgia Critic like a couple times?
Yeah.
And I remember you saying, I don't watch Nostalgia Critic anymore, and you shouldn't either. And I just remember finding that funny that you said that. I'm like, really? He's much cleaner compared to other YouTubers that I watch. Yeah.
I mean, I only just barely watched Chadtronic because of the profanity. And now it's just like, I don't give a fuck. And now people are commenting, holy shit, Jimmy said fuck.
Why the heck would you say heck?
Because I'm a hecker.
Oh, you heck.
Cooper S says this stream is going in a weird direction. Yeah, that's kind of what I was hoping for.
That's what happened when I misread hotel for hentai.
Yes.
It's my fault. I see too many hentai jokes on the internet, and it's just made me see the word all over the place.
Yeah, especially when you're watching hentai.
Yep, totally. Hentai jokes in hentai.
You think anybody's ever gotten into hentai because of the memes?
Probably. Heck.
Okay.
I don't know, I just had to say something.
Yeah, no, I'm intentionally doing awkward silences every once in a while, and also I'm kind of waiting for
a question?
Yeah.
Hentai Mario. Nintendo 64 said that.
Yes. Somebody could do that. Somebody could just edit the Hotel Mario cutscenes and just remove their clothes throughout the whole thing. And
nice of the princess to invite us over for a threesome, eh, Luigi?
You know what they say, all penises. Come on, Luigi.
What YouTube was that from again?
Oh, I think it's The King's Unreasonable Demands, or Requests, or something like that.
I don't remember.
It's
funny how we were watching that and we thought it was hilarious, but I think I even said this as we were watching it. Imagine if we would have been watching this 3 years ago. We wouldn't have made it 10 seconds in. You would have turned it off.
Well, I know for sure. I tried watching it like a year or two ago and didn't make it all the way through because I didn't make it to that Hotel Mario scene. But I mean, to be fair, that one is like mostly sex jokes.
Yes.
But that's why it's funny.
Fred fucks. I understand that reference.
Yes.
I don't remember. Was it in an episode of AVGN?
Yeah.
I know for sure it was in the game.
Nintendo 64 says, "Oh, BRB doing that." I was wondering what he meant by that, but I think he's talking about the Hotel Mario thing.
Oh, I see.
Thought he was good. Yeah.
No, by doing that he means watching hentai.
Care Upton says this is already one of my favorite episodes of Poopcast because of how fucked up it is.
I love how you're just leaving yourself uncensored.
Well, I don't use words like that in my normal everyday language unless I find it funny, and people are finding it funny. So,
what's funnier, that or censoring the word heck?
Probably censoring the word heck. Vsauce did that. I told you about that, right, in one of his older videos. I think it was what happens to deleted files. And he doesn't draw any attention to it at all. It's just like in the background when he's showing like deleting files, whatever. He has a file that says, it's like in all caps, no, what was it? Please don't delete this. Oh heck, please don't. And it, like heck was censored, like an asterisk in place of the E. Poop TV says this is a Christian server, no swearing. Also, what do you think of Cameron W. Cohen?
Who?
I have no idea.
I don't know who that is.
I just read that for this is a Christian server, no swearing.
I've been saying that a lot in my Discord server because I don't know why. I guess I just found it funny.
Yeah.
And then there's been this picture that's been posted in there a few times of like Winnie the Pooh, like a buff Winnie the Pooh, and it says this is a Christian server, so no swearing, please.
Okay.
And
I just reminded of that Yai episode. I'm pretty sure it's an older one. It was ruined my childhood in 4 words. Put it in, piglet.
Winnie the Pooh porn.
Anyway.
There's probably Winnie the Pooh Rule 34.
Unjust Locket says, what was that?
That was me accidentally dropping this bottle.
Says, get Zevio on Poopcast. I saw somebody else mention Zevio. What is Zevio? Who is Zevio?
I don't know who Zevio is.
Is that like a joke at our expense? Like when somebody asked Mark Zuckerberg to give him the Zuck? I don't know what that means, but if you explain it to me, I can do my best.
Or is it like EL fan YTP where he's clearly a troll?
Possibly.
Which, have you ever watched anything from EL fan YTP?
I've heard the name before.
He
that's the Emp Lemon.
Yeah,
Emp Lemon fan. Yeah, I've watched at least one of his videos.
He's it's clear to me his video. It's like this just feels so intentionally garbage that I don't think this is serious.
Cooper S says this is a Jewish server.
Okay.
No bacon.
Nintendo,
it's like a Christian server, but no bacon.
Nintendo 64 said this is a Chris Chan server.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yes, we are going to be talking about Sonichu. I need to actually read those comics just because I want to see how bad they are. The Sonichu comics.
I didn't know anything about that until PewDiePie made a video about it.
I've known about it for a while, like a good year or two now, because of the memes.
I think I maybe heard the name, and I probably saw people use pictures of Sonichu or whatever on Twitter or whatever, but I just didn't know what it was.
I don't remember the first image I can remember seeing. I don't remember the line exactly. It was something like it was a drawing. It was from one of the comics, Chris Chan. I don't know if that's his name in the comics, but it was clearly a drawing of him.
Yeah.
Go now, son. Go now, my son. Fight or something like that. Whatever,
Yeah.
Or yes, father. Whatever the drawing was with Sonichu. I guess implying that Sonichu is his son.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you haven't watched the PewDiePie video on that, it's actually like a legitimately good, well-researched video on Chris Chan. Which Chris Chan just sounds like some weird virus website thing from like the early or late 90s or early 2000s. I don't know why. John Iowa says, "When are you making a YTP on Sonichu?" I think it only exists in comic form, but if it did exist any other way, I would probably do that.
I mean, I've seen a video. I've seen in my recommended videos. It's probably a parody. I'm sure it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's called the Sonichu the Animated Series, and I'm pretty sure it's uploaded by a channel called Valve Corporation, which I'm sure is totally not it's probably not the real Valve channel. Probably not. Wouldn't that be funny though if Valve, it's like Valve's YouTube channel. Just one day they just uploaded the video about Sonichu.
I think that'd be hilarious to see some big studio or big name channel, whatever, just do something totally weird like that. Actually, this is sort of somewhat related, but did you hear about that whole Poundland thing? You know what Poundland is?
What's Poundland?
It's like the English version of Family Dollar, whatever. It's like a dollar store type thing.
Oh wait, oh, those pictures with the elf.
Yeah, like the elf teabagging a Barbie. Like
you can't not laugh at that. The fact that exists.
Yeah,
it's
and
just
the thing is, well, I saw somebody retweet that picture on Twitter, and I thought that was just like a weird, isolated incident, like somebody, like their channel was hacked or whatever, and somebody did something like that. But apparently, they've posted multiple pictures like that.
You know what it is? It's to stir up controversy, and people will talk about them, and it's that's just how marketing works.
Exactly, it's brilliant marketing. Because I'm not even English, and I want to go to Poundland.
So back to Valve uploading a video about Sonic Chew. What if that did happen though? Like Valve's YouTube channel, they uploaded a video called Sonic Chew the game now on Steam.
That'd be interesting. Remember when IGN made an April Fool's Day video that was like Legend of Zelda movie trailer?
Oh yeah.
I came up with the idea, like when I first started YouTube Poops, of doing like a CDI version of that trailer. I wonder if I should do that.
That would be interesting. The funny thing is that I think some people fell for that.
I know some people fell for that because I remember people were really pissed when they found out it was just a joke.
My thing is, it's like, how do you look at anything uploaded on April Fool's Day? You should be skeptical of,
unless it's something about like a tornado or a hurricane or something like that. Like I guess apparently there was something like that, like a hurricane. I think it was I don't know, maybe it wasn't a hurricane. I think that would be, people would know about that a lot earlier. But there was some big disaster that some people didn't take the announcement seriously because it was on April Fool's Day.
Well, I mean, if it's on the news, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
You should probably take it a little seriously.
Well, I mean, BBC, I'm pretty sure it was, ran a news story on spaghetti trees on April Fool's Day.
That's incredibly obviously a joke.
Yeah, but people still fell for it.
But I mean, like, if it's like a warning about the weather, yeah, maybe take that seriously. Unless they say something like it's going to be 420 degrees, maybe don't.
But what if it is going to be 420 degrees?
Smoke weed.
Okay, that makes sense. I mean, you're going to die anyway. Might as well have fun dying.
Smoking weed while it's 420 degrees outside.
Yeah.
At 4:20 a.m.
What if that's how the world ends? It ends on April 20th, 4:20 a.m., and it's 420 degrees.
And we're all outside smoking weed.
It doesn't have to be that.
And
420-ish.
All around the world, you can hear Snoop Dogg "Smoke Weed Every Day" song.
As humanity burns out.
Yes.
That would be a good way to end.
That's a good way for the world to go out.
Yeah. Oh, now ZVO is in the chat.
As I think I saw something earlier.
Somebody said it's on Just Lock, its alternate account or something like that.
I think it was that it's on Just Lock, its main account. I don't know.
Could be.
Know. Or YouTube Poop channel or something.
On Just Lock, it is his YouTube Poop channel.
Okay. Actually, no, I think... Because I'm pretty sure that they're my server on Discord.
Okay.
And I don't know.
You.
I think I remember seeing something about that. How on Just Lock that channel is no longer being used for YouTube Poop.
DM Hoffland asks, since we talked, have you watched The Seventh Brother on DVD yet? I don't own it on DVD, so I haven't watched it. I own it on VHS though. I bought it. They had it at the thrift store for 25 cents, so I decided to pick it up. I have a bunch of VHS tapes that I need to watch. I need to hook up my VCR. I found a box copy, like, it had the case and everything. It was Fire Emblem anime that I'd never heard of, so I decided to pick it up for, I think that one might have been 50 cents because that had the case with it. But I got home and I looked it up on eBay, and apparently it's like a $40 value. So I've never watched anime before, so that'll be my introduction to anime, I guess.
Except hentai, he's watched plenty, I'm sure.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't count. That's a whole other genre.
Alright. But isn't that still anime?
Oh no, it's like if you watch a porn parody of Batman that's not a superhero movie. It's still
Yes,
a porn.
it is. It's the best superhero movie ever.
Okay.
It's called Beat Meat.
What?
It's called Beat Meat.
How do you know this?
It was a joke that I just came up with.
I don't think so.
There probably is a porno parody of Batman called Beat Meat.
Yeah.
Or what if there's a Super Meat Boy porn parody? Beat Meat Boy.
Well, that just sounds like something that you do.
Super Meat Boy. How would you even make Super Meat Boy hentai? You know,
I don't want to think about things like that.
people probably would find a way. I'm sure. I'm sure it exists.
Black Tiger Paw 1 says, I just now realized that you sound like Tony Stark. Who?
What?
Yeah, Black Tiger Paw 1 says, I just now realized that you sound like Tony Stark.
I don't know if
I've been told I sound like Jack Black and that I sound like Ethan Klein from H3H3. So I don't know.
I guess we can add Robert Downey Jr. to that list.
Yeah. For some reason, that's the one that I'm least excited about sounding like. I'm more interested in sounding like Ethan or Jack Black.
We should try to get on the H3 podcast.
That would never happen. Although speaking of the H3 podcast, did you hear the next guest they're having on next week?
Who?
Tommy Wiseau.
Okay, I got to listen to that one.
That's going to be interesting.
I hope I'm not working while that's happening, because if I'm not working, I might have to listen to that live.
I've never listened to it live, but
You might have to make an exception here.
yeah. But yeah, anyway, about the H3 podcast, you can. They have a number now that you can call in and ask questions or whatever.
Wouldn't that just be interesting, though, if for whatever reason they decided to have us on?
Why would they, though?
I don't know, but just what if they did?
Well, we'd have to fly to L.A.
Yeah, but what if they did?
They wouldn't, though.
I know, but what if they did? I'm not saying it will happen. I'm just saying, what if?
If it happened, we would probably die on the way there just because that's how life works.
Okay. It would actually be pretty interesting to be on there. They need to have... I was just thinking about it. I'm like, because because Julian Smith uploaded an update video that just reminded me of his existence. I'm like, oh yeah, and I'm just thinking, it'd be interesting to have him on the podcast. Not this one, obviously, but on
Yeah.
H3.
Yeah.
Interesting to see him there.
And some people freaked out that he said fucking shit.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Well, I mean, to be fair, his videos are totally clean. Like, I don't think, aside from some dark humor, I don't think anybody would really object to Julian Smith's videos.
I mean, didn't he say ass in one video?
Yeah, but he was referring to a donkey.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
But I mean, who says ass when referring to a donkey now?
Well, technically, an ass is different from a donkey or a mule. I don't know exactly what the differences are, but I guess apparently they're different animals, slightly different animals, or different breeds or whatever. I don't know exactly. I'm not an animal person.
The gorilla who refers to himself as an ass.
Yes, that's a good video.
What was it called again?
I think it's just called the Posh Breakdown of the DK Rap, something like that.
I was just thinking about it recently, and I want to play DK64 again. I haven't played it in a while.
Yeah, I do too. Every time people ask me for my favorite game, I always forget to mention DK64. I don't know why, because it is one of my favorite games I've ever played.
I think, it's like, even though I do think Banjo-Kazooie is a better game, I think I prefer DK64, even though I recognize Banjo-Kazooie is the better game.
Yeah, I think
that makes sense.
I think Banjo-Kazooie is, objectively speaking, a better put-together game, but I still prefer DK64.
That's not to say I don't like Banjo-Kazooie, because Banjo-Kazooie is one of my favorite games. So.
Right. Smelly Prawn says, wearing socks on your feet while sleeping in bed. Acceptable?
I mean, I do it sometimes.
You see, here's the thing. I don't understand why people go around their house wearing socks. Why don't you go nude foot?
It's funny that you mentioned that.
Why?
Look at my feet.
You're wearing socks, but
yeah.
It's different when you're at somebody else's house. It almost feels wrong to go naked foot.
I mean, but the thing is, even when I'm at home sometimes, but then again, I guess sometimes my feet get cold, so I leave them on.
Well, why don't you get slippers?
I do need to buy slippers, and that's the reason. That's the thing is, like, I don't usually do it, but it's like my feet have been getting cold recently because it's winter.
But isn't that just so uncomfortable though? Like when you take off your socks, do you have hair on your feet?
Some, not a whole lot. I do have hair on my feet though, some of it.
Because whenever I take off my socks, whatever, it just feels so much more comfortable, and I don't know why someone would choose to wear socks when they could go barefoot.
Well, maybe just shave your feet.
No, if you shave it, then your hair grows back slowly, and it gets all prickly and itchy. That's why I grew a beard. Well, I'm just too lazy. DM Hoffman says, because your dog might puke and you'll step in it. Wouldn't that be more gross to step in puke if you were wearing socks?
Also, neither of us have a dog
Yeah.
anymore. You used to have a dog. I used to have a dog that you used to have.
Care Upton says, who showers naked? Only you pervert.
Is it weird that I thought of Julian Smith when he mentioned that?
Never get naked in your shower?
Yeah. What's up with?
I thought of Jack's films. It was in his what's the sluttiest thing you've done today? I took a shower without my clothes on. Ew, you sick pervert. I don't know. He probably said it much more funny than that, but
it's kind of interesting now that it's like now that Julian Smith kind of came back from the dead. Now I have him on the brain again. So
have him on the brain again.
I have him on the brain again.
Yeah, well, I mean, he just uploaded that video like 2 days ago, maybe 3 days ago.
Yeah, I haven't watched his most recent upload, but I did watch the update video.
Yeah, his video where he was talking about people upset about him swearing, and so he I'm sure intentionally made a point to swear a lot in the video.
Okay.
And is basically trying to make jokingly trying to make the point that if you don't swear, you're racist.
I mean, the thing is, it's like, I actually knew it was coming because I looked through some of the comments before finishing the video, so I knew that he was gonna swear, or I kind of had the idea because that was kind of the idea I got from the one comment. I watched the video and I don't think I like this new Julian where he swears.
Yeah.
I always thought Julian Smith was like this sheltered kid who didn't swear or something like that. Forget what exactly the comment was.
And NP Carlson asks, how long is the stream going for? We don't really have a plan, so I don't know. I mean, we've been going for an hour and a half already, and I feel like we've hardly been going at all.
I have to pee really bad.
Oh, well, why didn't you say so?
I've had to pee for like the past half hour.
Why didn't you pee before we went?
Because I didn't have to. Keep in mind, I drank a coffee and a water since we started recording.
You have a small bladder.
I do.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know for sure how long it'll go on for. We should probably keep it at about the 2 hour mark, just because I know the one that live stream I did went on for 3 hours, and that probably was too long because I don't think people would want to. It hasn't really gained any views since I uploaded the archive, and I just think people don't want to listen to a 3 hour long video.
Did you just want to keep it going while I go pee real quick? Because I have to pee really bad.
Okay, run and pee, and then after you've washed your hands or whatever, you give me fill up my glass of water because I'm out and I've been out.
Okay.
So what? What? You can just do that beforehand so I can get a drink. Carapton says, "Go take a piss, Logan."
Okay, I will.
Okay, he says he will. Yeah, I probably won't talk a whole lot while he's gone because I want to save stuff for when he gets back. But I also don't want to go completely silent because if somebody joins and I'm not talking, that'll be kind of weird. Yeah, I just checking stuff on my phone quick. Hopefully he doesn't pee for too long. I mean, I don't see why he would. Man, it's kind of weird now that he's gone, and I just kind of become self-aware that I'm just sitting here talking to myself. Even though there are almost 30 people watching right now, it just feels like I'm just talking to myself, and it just feels weird. And I'm also Josiah Gregg asks, "Are you reading these, Jimmy?" Yes, I am reading them. I'm not able to get to all of them, and I do occasionally miss some. I have the slow mode on, so you can only post a comment every minute. For those of you who might be wondering what's going on with that, and a lot of people are trying to get a hashtag trending, Penis Man or Peebus Man or Beebus Man or whatever for Poopcast. And yes, Master Sword, we will have you on at some point. You can get into contact with Logan and figure things out through there. Probably won't be for a little while. We have possibly the next guest planned out. Definitely the guest after that planned out. So it's probably not going to be till like February. Smelly Prawn says, "Don't be fooled, Jimmy. He's trying to pass a kidney stone." That's possible, but not very likely. I'm pretty sure we'd hear him screaming. I've never passed a kidney stone before. I don't know if that is. I don't know if that's something like happens later on in life or whatever. We're talking about kidney stones. Where's my water?
I'm gonna grab this and I'm gonna get some more water while I'm at it.
Okay, I thought you forgot. Just making sure. Yeah, we were just talking about you might be passing a kidney stone. Did you pass a kidney stone? No. Okay, he didn't pass a kidney stone.
I haven't gotten one yet.
That's good. He says he hasn't got one yet. Poop TV says Kier Epton should be on Poopcast. Oh, wait. Yeah. We do want to have Kier Epton back on because
he's sexy.
Logan just said because he's sexy. And yeah, that's one of the reasons. Actually, I don't know for sure if I need to repeat what he's saying because I don't know if you can hear it or not. But I mean, he's coming back right now anyway. Christopher Dittrich? Yeah, there's no way I'm going to pronounce that last name right. Sorry. Says, "Notice me." I did. I just don't know how to pronounce you. What okay.
I'm handing you your water.
Okay. Cool Nerd 20xd6 asks, "Hey Jimmy and or Logan, what do you find is the best way to avoid copyright issues with Viacom?"
I don't ever really have to put up with them.
The best way to avoid it is just to avoid Viacom. Really.
Honestly, though, if for some actual advice, though, either zoom it out just a little bit and put a border. Like, you don't have to zoom it out too far. Like, that's how I got Booby Land re-uploaded, as much as I don't really like that video that much anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, people seem to like it, so I figured might as well re-upload it. I just zoomed out a little bit, put a border on it. Or flipping it, I've noticed seems to work sometimes. Not all the time, but most of the time it seems to work. That's how I would recommend getting around Viacom. I don't know. I've been pretty lucky. All they ever really do is just take away the ability to monetize, which I don't monetize anyway. So.
Okay, really quickly, Christopher says it's pronounced Dietrich. So okay.
Dietrich.
I think I.
Dietrich sounds better.
Dietrich?
Dietrich.
No.
That's how it's spelled.
Well, no. If you were pronounced like that, it'd be Dietrich. But no, it's Dietrich. Anyway, yeah. To avoid copyright issues with Viacom, yeah, that's what I always just before I do any editing with SpongeBob stuff, unless it's going to be really really short. But usually I just flip it before I even do any editing at all. Just because that usually works, or at least it helps. And I did get some help from Cool Cat about getting my Spindrill Becomes a Shameless Sellout back up, because for whatever reason Viacom decided to take that down, even though it's commercials that are no longer relevant.
They probably still own the SpongeBob content in there, though.
Yeah.
But from what I've seen and heard, the border option seems to work better.
Yeah.
Than mirroring, because I think they kind of have caught on to that.
Well, you could mirror and border it.
Yeah, actually, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Do both, play it safe.
Yeah. Canty says, "Get the things or Truder Mark on Poopcast already, boys." And I mean, I definitely do want to get Truder Mark on. Definitely want to get the things one on. Definitely want to get Hoffy 1138 on. Basically, everybody that I have in my recommended YouTube poopers list, I would like to have on at some point. But it's just a matter of asking. Christopher Dietrich says, "Stuart K. Riley." He was going to be on, but he canceled 2 times in a row. So I don't know for sure if he was actually seriously wanting to be on, or if I don't know. Maybe someday we'll have him on. But
when are we gonna have Brickertown on?
who's Brickertown?
You don't watch? You don't know who Brickertown is?
Oh, I see him in the chat. Oops.
Watch him.
What? Maybe I've seen him before. What are some of his videos? The name sounds familiar now that I hear it.
Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest. I haven't watched this one, but I think his most popular video is the shit story of the entire world, I guess, or something like that. I think is what it was called.
I've seen that in recommended and stuff, but I haven't watched it.
But I found him because of his Jontron YouTube poops.
I'm looking him up on my phone right now.
But we need to have him on the podcast sometime.
It's Brickertown?
Yes.
Okay.
So there's someone to add to the list of guests we should have.
But what if I hate him?
I don't think you will. I think you'll like him. You'll like his videos.
Yeah. I'm just joking. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that in my recommended. I just haven't watched it. Yeah, I'll add that to my watch later.
I haven't watched, like I said, I don't think I've watched that one yet, but I've watched like I said, I started watching him because of his Jontron YouTube poops.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm surprised you hadn't watched him yet.
Yeah, I like I said, the name sounds familiar, and I've seen that video in my recommended. I just haven't got around to it.
But yeah, I wonder if who else is there that we need to have on.
Like I said, pretty much everybody that's in my recommended YouTube poopers list. You know, there's the three modern YouTube poopers that got me into YouTube poop. The Things One, Truder Mark, Coffee 1138. What if we had all 3 of them on at the same time? What would that be like?
That would be a mess because of how many people are on it, but it would be interesting.
Yeah, that would be a terrible idea. When we had Nintendo 64 and Might Eyes on, that was difficult enough because of because we had 4 different people on, but
if I remember, that was a pretty good episode.
Yeah, no, it was a good episode. It's just it was a bit tricky, a bit laggy as well. Laggy. I didn't pronounce the G very well in there.
Leggy.
What?
Leggy.
Leggy?
Like.
Don't talk like that. People are going to think it's cutting out or something like that. Let me see here. The Pizza asks, have you played Akinator?
Yeah.
What's that?
Akinator. Isn't that the thing where it's like the genie?
Oh yeah.
And he guesses people.
Yeah.
I've actually gotten him to guess some YouTube poopers before.
Really?
CS188. I think Emplemon.
Huh.
I'm pretty sure I also got him to guess the Things One. That was basically just.
I mean, I've played that before, and I got him to guess CDI characters. So.
But yes, I don't know. I don't know if that was a really super popular game on YouTube. I know I've seen some YouTubers that have.
Yeah, it was pretty big on YouTube for a little while, but I think that's probably why there are so many obscure things that you can find on there. I think it's just because it kind of blew up and everybody played it.
Yeah, I guess. But I mean, it's like there were some YouTube poopers. Like I was thinking I should see if I can get him to guess some of like the smaller channels, like the 1K subs channels.
Yeah.
I don't think he got any of those.
Yeah.
I also don't think I don't think he get you. I tried.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think he got it.
I think when I played it, he couldn't guess Chadtronic. I'm sure that's changed by now.
Oh yeah. I mean, if he can get Emplemon and CS188, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Although I guess no, actually, Chadtronic has more subscribers than both of them. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he's got like 500,000.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how I subscribed to Chadtronic before he even had 100K, or at least that's when I found him. He had less than 100K when I found him.
Yeah.
He had like 80,000 subs.
Yeah, I wonder when it was that he really blew up in subscribers.
I don't know. I think it was. I don't know what I don't remember what videos it was that got popular.
You know, it'd be interesting to see Chadtronic on an episode of the H3 podcast.
I just thought of someone else that we need to have on.
Huh?
We need to have Mobros sometime if we could somehow get him on.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely going to invite him. I just, well, I think I was planning on inviting him, but then he made like an update video where it kind of sounded like he was going to be stepping away from YouTube. But then, of course, he made his update now that he's coming back.
So it would be interesting to see if we could get him.
Yeah, it would be. Seems like the chat's kind of slowing down now.
I mean, less people are watching now. It's gone from 30 to 20.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's already a 6:45. I'm sure there are people eating supper, or people from like England who, now it's 1:45 in the morning. So I'm sure we've lost a lot of viewers from there.
Let's keep it going anyway.
Yeah, we'll kind of. I want to end on a high note. I don't want to just kind of stop once we stop having people watch.
Yeah. I mean, even if we have one person watching, but we still don't feel like we're at a good spot to end, we'll keep going, maybe.
But at the same time, I don't want to force it to keep going if we're clearly out of ideas. Cartoonsaurus Rex talking about Mobro says, doesn't he go by Animate Ball now? That's his review channel, like where he does cartoon reviews and stuff like that. He has another YouTube poop channel, Equestrian Carnival.
I don't think that one's coming back though.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I know he's coming back as Mobros, so I'm assuming he's either just gonna use Equestrian Carnival as a alt account or something like that, or he's just gonna get rid of it or something like that. Yeah, we got a couple Australians watching, mentioned in the chat, but like literally a couple, as in two.
Who's the other one?
Carepton or Smelly Prawns.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I didn't know. I see it.
I mean, to be fair, Smelly Prawns is about the most Australian name I can think of.
I don't know what the time is there.
The thing is, Australia has, I think, like three different time zones, or maybe more than that, and I know they don't all follow the same rules of daylight savings times. It's really, because I remember when we had Carepton on it, it was kind of confusing getting that all set up. Plus, I want to say where Carepton is, it's like 10 hours ahead of where we're at, or something like that.
I was just gonna say, I think that there's like isn't there some areas in Australia where it's like 12 hours ahead of us?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. It's kind of confusing. I imagine it probably wouldn't be if you lived there, but I don't, so it is.
It's also something that's kind of weird to wrap my head around, is the fact that their year ends with the summer. It's like that it's like, I'm sure that's normal if you live there, but it's like that just is weird to kind of wrap my head around, because I've always just been so used to the year ending with winter.
Yeah. Yeah, that is another thing that's easy to forget, is the seasons are switched around. So for Australia right now, it's like summer weather.
Yeah, which is, again, I'm sure if you live there that seems completely normal, but it's like, for us that just sounds weird.
Yeah, well, especially because it was snowing earlier today, and then tomorrow I think it's like a high of below 10 degrees Fahrenheit. So yeah, let me just really quickly Google that, see what 10 below would be for Celsius, just for people who go by Celsius, so you can know.
Is it really going to be that cold tomorrow?
That's what they're saying.
Good thing I don't have to be outside tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, aren't you working tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
I work inside. I don't go outside at work, except for sometimes I have to go outside and grab carts, but that's it.
Huh. Yeah, for me, I work completely inside, so I don't have to deal with the outdoors. But I work at night, so I have to go to work at night, and that's when it's the coldest, and so that sucks. Okay, so 10 below Fahrenheit, that's 23.333 below Celsius.
But I thought you didn't work tomorrow.
I don't.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I'm just saying, for a point of reference, you said you have to go outside every once in a while. I don't. Wapepe says, hello, Jimmy. Hello, Wapepe. You're not gonna say hello to Logan?
Sad.
Okay. Very sad.
It's very sad ass.
Sad ass.
I don't know why that's so funny. I guess just because badass and sad ass. I don't know. I just started saying it one day, and it's just like I just found it funny.
Can you also have mad ass and glad ass?
I don't know. That just maybe. Sure.
What about fat ass?
That's already a thing people say.
I know. Yeah, it's it's. Gigawatt says, yeah, stream is real quiet. Yeah, we went over that an hour and 50 minutes ago. Yeah, it's. I think I might have to just load this into Vegas before I re-upload the archive to the Poopcast channel and just adjust the volume to make it louder, because I think it's. I've seen a lot of people complain about how quiet it is. So
is it possible we've gotten quieter as we've gone on?
I think you might have. You seem to be quieter.
I moved in a little closer to the mic.
Yeah. NP Carlson's still here. I thought he went to bed.
Oh.
What Pepe said, hey, Logan, sorry, slow mode was on, lol.
Why is slow mode on?
Because if I first time I did a stream, when I only had like 10 or 15 people, I didn't have slow mode on, and I couldn't keep up with it, so I had to turn slow mode on.
I do remember that. I was watching that stream live, some of it, and I remember it was so weird because I didn't even know slow mode was a thing, because I've never seen anyone use it.
Yeah. The Detour on YouTube says, this is a question for Jimmy and Logan. What in your opinions, is the worst possible source to use in a YTP?
I honestly don't think there's any bad sources. It all comes down to the pooper.
What about an ISIS video?
Okay, maybe don't, but...
What about hentai?
Sure. Why not?
Okay. I was thinking that, I have so many different collab ideas. I know I'm never going to get to all of them. Speaking of which, Shooting Films just asked, just wondering, when is Jimmy holding another collab? I'm actually doing a collab in 2 weeks. It's going to be a smaller collab. I think I'm going to do another one pretty quickly after that one. But anyway, I have so many collab ideas that I know I'm not going to get to all of them. But I had this one idea to do, like, I don't know what I would call it, but like the gimmick of it would be that you have to take a dirty source and make it like completely clean. So I was just thinking that'd be kind of funny to see if somebody used porn or hentai or something like that and just made it like completely G-rated.
I mean, it could be done, I'm sure.
Yeah, but I just think that'd be interesting to try. But I think the problem with that is that it's just that it's a gimmick. So I don't know if it really produce that many great YouTube poops.
I've thought about hosting a collab sometime.
You tried hosting one, like, that was like when I first started, and I think you only had like a couple hundred subscribers.
I think I had about 400, something like that. And I got a couple entries, and I don't even really remember them, honestly. There might have been some good ones in there, but
yeah,
I've been thinking about some ideas, and I'm thinking, wouldn't it be interesting to just like take a source that not many people use and host a collab around it?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I've been thinking of doing.
Carapton says the hentai collab.
Sure.
That would be interesting.
Remember the porn collab?
Oh, wasn't that like Shruck is Druck hosted that or something like that?
I believe so.
Yeah. Anybody remember Shruck is Druck?
Probably not many. He didn't seem to be very well known.
The only person I can really think of who seemed to really take notice of him was Ryan YTP.
Yeah.
Because I think he kind of went after Ryan YTP more than anybody else. Speaking of which, DM Hofflin just asked, Jimmy Davis, are you going to join Ryan YTP's cooking collab? I might. I forget when the deadline is. But I have some other projects that I need to get out of the way first. I guess not really a whole lot. I have my my Patreon sentence mix request that I need to finish. I promised them that I'd have it finished no later than Christmas Eve, so I'm going to need to work hard on that.
There's another person we need to have on the podcast.
Huh?
Ryan YTP.
Yeah.
He should be on the podcast sometime.
Yeah. He didn't put me in the thank you thing on his subscriber special video. I don't think he likes me.
Which one was that?
It was a Robotnik one.
I don't think I saw that. Was I in there?
I don't think you were.
Oh, I think I was in there in one of his special thanks.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm just joking.
I really don't care either way, but
I mean, to be fair, I don't really comment a whole lot on YouTube poops because usually I don't really have anything worth saying. So, and also, I know that's one of the reasons why I try to avoid doing shoutouts is because I know I'm gonna forget somebody. Did I say shoutouts a little bit weird?
I didn't notice.
It sounded weird when I said it. I don't know. What?
Cure Epton, well, he just said, a porn collab actually exists on Pornhub. A YTPer called
Gilbertify.
Gilbertify made it.
I've heard that name before.
I'm honestly curious now.
I'm curious, but I don't know if I'm curious enough to watch it.
I mean, why not?
I don't. I've never watched porn before, and I don't know if a YouTube poop is a good introduction for that.
And sounds like the best introduction to me.
Yeah, MP Carlson said shoutouts. SHAWT.
Shoutouts.
Shoutouts. Shoutouts.
I shots it out of my ass.
That's not even funny. Why did you laugh at that?
I shot it out of my ass. I don't know. I guess I don't know. I don't know what the voice was.
It almost sounded like you were doing a very poor impression of Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito.
Yes, that is his name, right?
Danny DeVito.
Because for some reason in my head I was getting it mixed up with Demi Lovato.
Danny DeVito, the trash man?
Yes, the trash man.
Okay, yeah. So you got his name right.
Okay. Brickertown says, I just got here, and what? You did not just get here, you've been here.
Maybe he left. Haven't seen him in the chat.
Oh, that's true. He might have left. I just got back.
You don't have to be a dick.
DM Hofflin asks, what do you think of King Nothing One Ha leaving? Yeah, did you hear about that?
Yeah.
He unlisted all of his videos and changed his channel name to Fucking Dead.
I saw that. I didn't hear anything about that.
Yeah, that was the weird thing, was there was no update or anything like that. It just kind of happened, and I have no clue what the heck happened there.
Did anyone archive his videos?
Well, his videos are still up. They're just, they're unlisted. You have to go look at the playlists.
Okay.
But yeah, that was completely out of nowhere. I don't know what exactly happened there, but I'm sure there's a story.
I mean, ultimately, it's his choice, but I kind of wish he didn't, because I thought his videos were actually good.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, it's his choice. He can do what he wants, but
yeah, and I kind of get the feeling because he didn't delete the channel or his videos that he might not be gone permanently.
This might just be a temporary thing. I don't know.
Yeah, but like I said, I don't know. I didn't hear anything, so I don't even remember how I found. I think somebody just commented on one of my videos randomly that his channel was down.
I think he deleted his Twitter too.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I was friends with him on my Switch, but then I noticed he was gone. So I don't know.
What if he actually did die?
Probably not. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? But honestly, probably not.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, if you don't give any kind of update about what's going on, how are you supposed to know?
I mean, if he died, how would he change his stuff?
Well, somebody else could have. Like when you die, I'll steal your laptop and do weird stuff on your channel.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say do weird stuff on it, like watch porn.
No, I'll just post uncensored hentai to your YouTube channel.
I don't even know how much longer I'm gonna have that laptop.
I thought you were gonna say I don't even know how much longer I have to live.
Okay, yeah, I have about 4 days.
Yeah, that sounds about accurate.
But no, I don't know how.
At least you get to see Christmas.
I don't know how much longer I'm gonna have that laptop though, because I'm very seriously considering getting a new PC.
Yeah.
And mainly because it's like of how slow the thing has gotten, and that's entirely my fault for using it for things it's not intended for.
Yeah.
Like
porn?
Yes. No, like editing videos, and I even though I generally would stick to games that could run on it, it's probably just due to how many I've installed.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's slowed down.
Yeah, I definitely need a new computer. I know mine's a mine's like a 1 terabyte hard drive, and I have 150 gigs left. So I need to. I can clean out a lot of stuff. I know I have like a lot of duplicate files or raw files that I don't need anymore. Like what I do every time I make an update or something like that, when I transfer the video to my computer, I just change the title to update whatever and put raw in the title, just so I know, so I can go back and delete it later. MP Carlson says, I'm going to bed. You're going to have to go now. If I stay any longer, I'll fall asleep on my keyboard. All right.
What was it? Oh yeah, I think I remember what I was going to say.
You're not going to say goodnight to Carly?
Oh, goodnight, Carly.
Good night, Carly.
Yeah, I remember what I was going to say now. I was going to say, back to getting a new computer, I think I've come to the conclusion that my best option is probably just to build one. Even though I've never done it before, it's like I would look into how you would do it so I wouldn't screw anything up, obviously.
Yeah.
I would be very careful to not screw it up.
Yeah.
But that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. It's a much better choice than my current laptop. Pre-built laptop that's not good.
Pre-built laptop?
Yeah, I don't know.
What do you mean pre-built laptop?
Would you even be able to... You probably could build your own laptop. But I was just saying pre-built as in like, we pre-built PCs, but it's like I didn't think about the fact that you probably can't build your own laptop, so who knows, maybe someone.
Well, I mean you can, obviously. You could build your own car if you wanted to. It's just if it's actually something people do.
I don't think people build their own gaming laptops. Gaming desktops, yes, but laptops. I've also just, from what I've heard in general, that laptops are a worse option.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, I think a laptop, that'd be nice. I do kind of want to get a laptop so I can just have something for... Well, I guess at the same time, though, I'm never really on the go. But I was thinking about, like when I take my trip to England, that'd be fun to be able to do stuff there with video editing or whatever. But I don't know. I'll be too busy playing Mario Party, I'm sure, because that's what we're gonna do.
Mayro Pratty.
Yes.
But I from what I understand, it's like even say a desktop and a laptop have the exact same specs and everything, the laptop would still run a little worse.
Yeah.
From what I've heard, I don't know how true that is.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's not true at all, but
we've lost 2 people since you started talking about laptops. I think you're boring people.
Oh.
Now Canty's going to bed.
Oh.
Or to take a bubble bath.
I'm sorry.
Okay, don't drown. Wouldn't that suck? I mean, it would suck to drown anyway, but wouldn't that suck to drown taking a bath? Like
How would you drown taking a bath without intentionally doing it?
Well, what if you had like a really, really big bathtub?
Well, how would you do it without? You would have to intentionally do it. There's no way you could do it by accident. Not unless if you like broke your leg or something.
Do you know how drowning works?
Yeah.
Okay.
But how would I don't know. It just doesn't seem like something you could do by accident very easily.
It's happened in the past, Logan.
Okay.
I'm just saying. You know, you never think that that crazy stuff would happen to you, but it happens to people. I'm not trying to freak you out, Canty, if you're still listening. I'm just saying. I don't know why I brought that up. I thought it'd be... Remember when you used to say bye-bye before you die-die?
Bye-bye before I die-die.
Yeah, and Mom got mad at you for doing that?
I don't know why.
And to be fair, that was quite a few years ago, so I guess it might have just been because you were a little kid talking about people dying. I don't know.
I mean, you gotta remember, Mom also thinks heck is a swear word.
That's true. What the fuck do you think she'd think about us now?
No, she would not approve.
No.
If she saw this stream.
Yeah.
Which, Mom, if you're watching this in the future, I'm sorry.
I can't imagine they would be watching this and listening all the way through.
They would probably stop after the first time you swore.
Carapton says, it's pretty easy, actually. I've fallen asleep while having a bath before. Yeah, I mean, I usually, when I take a bath, I usually fall asleep, but I'm talking about drowning in the bathtub.
I don't remember the last time I actually took a bath. I shower. I don't take baths, I shower.
once you get your own place and you have your own bathtub and whatever, you'll be taking baths. Trust me, it's way more relaxing than taking a shower.
Yeah.
Taking a shower is like something you have to do. Taking a bath is something you want to do because it's so relaxing.
I mean, I think the last time I took a bath would have been like 7 or 8 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, it had been a long time since I'd taken a bath before I moved here. But yeah, we should get off topic of baths. The one thing I will say about a bath though is that every time I finish taking a bath, I have to shower just for a little bit because you don't feel clean after taking a bath because you've been like soaking in like a soup of yourself basically. It's like you're submerged. You're in the same water that your butthole is submerged in. So it's not very clean feeling, but it's comfortable. It's relaxing.
Anyway, what were we going to talk about?
Wait,
how did we go from computers?
Oh, hey,
to
young J97 is here.
Oh, hey.
Whoa, you're still here. Yeah. I don't know for sure how long we'll be here. My throat is getting a bit dry. I need a drink. But yeah, I just noticed our viewers have gone up to 29. Oh, now to 32.
All right, it's back to where it was half an hour ago.
Or about an hour ago. We've been going 2 hours and 5 minutes.
Doesn't really feel like we've been going that long.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you before about how it's Oh, Brickertown's leaving. Goodbye, Brickertown. I'll check out your history of the world thing, whatever it's called.
See ya. Probably the next time you shitpost in my Discord server. Actually, yeah. I don't know if he's not usually the one doing the shitposting, but he does usually talk in the Discord server.
Yeah.
Which you're not in that.
Christopher, what?
It just almost sounded like you were trying to dodge that.
I wasn't paying attention to what you were saying, so I honestly have no clue.
I was talking about the Discord server, my Discord server, and I said, which by the way, you're not in that. You just went,
you haven't invited me to it.
I don't have the link is public.
Anyway, I need to get to this really quick. Okay. Christopher Dietrich has been asking this over and over, but do either of you think Dan Schneider's shows are good poop sources, and would either of you consider making one? I made the iCarly YouTube poop with Master Josh, which is my least favorite YouTube poop that I've made since the Things First channel trailer.
I think that, like I said before, about how I think really any source can be good, all depending on the pooper.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know if I would, just because it's like... Actually, wait, isn't Drake and Josh a Dan Schneider show?
Yeah. I mean, so unless I'm getting them confused with somebody else entirely.
Yeah, so I have... Yeah, I guess we both have done YouTube poops with Dan Schneider shows. Yeah. I had a lot of fun making that one, actually. And
hey, Mad Moths is here.
What?
Mad Moths is here.
Oh, it's Mad Moths.
Oh, that's all. You're not gonna add something clever to that or whatever.
He makes good videos.
Yes, he makes good videos.
There, that's what I said.
He says, "How you doing? I'm doing good."
But he didn't bring me up because, of course.
Yeah, everybody hates you.
Honestly, though, how many people that are subscribed to you are even subscribed to me? Because I have way less subscribers than you.
Yeah, I'm just about to 17,000. I think I'm gonna pass 17,000 before New Year's Eve. By the looks of it.
I wouldn't be surprised if some people in the chat don't even know who I am, aside from like maybe Poopcast. They recognize me, but
yeah. Oh, Kier Eptons says he's got to go. See you later, Kier.
Bye.
Kier. I think I always mispronounce your name. What?
I don't know.
Okay.
This is what happens when you only get 5 hours of sleep.
I told you I got 3.
Okay, so I got more than you.
Yeah. Let me see here. Man Moss says, "Yay, Senpai noticed me."
Talking about me or you?
I was just gonna say, I think you're the Senpai.
Alright.
Alright.
Ever notice how Senpai rhymes with hentai?
I was just gonna say, I'm Senpai, you're hentai. But you ruined it. Thanks, Logan. Everybody say thanks, Logan, in the chat.
Except unironically thanking me.
No. Or you can write, fuck you, Logan.
You almost made me spit water out.
Why?
Because I thought it was funny. So I almost spit my water out.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's so funny how every time I bring up that we're brothers, I always get people saying, "Wait, you guys are brothers?"
I think that even happened when I tweeted it. I'm surprised how many people still don't know that me and at Jimmy Davis, or maybe I didn't even at you.
Yeah.
I think I just said that me and Jimmy Davis are brothers. And
here comes the thanks, Logan comments.
Chad is catching up.
Yeah. Yeah, the chat is, I think...
Okay, Mad Moth says, thanks, Logan, you can be my senpai. That I will.
Okay. Before Captain leaves, he says, fuck you, Logan.
Fuck you, too.
Okay. Mr. Y the orangutan says, just came back. Are you still talking about hentai?
Sure. Didn't we just bring it back up?
We've been bringing it up ever since we first brought it up. We have an obsession with hentai.
We both watch it in secret.
It's not so secret anymore.
Yeah.
We need to do a live stream where we
My
watch
favorite hentai is...
I watch hentai for the plot.
Yep, that's absolutely true. That's just like any other porn, we watch it for the plot. And
my favorite hentai...
the deep character development.
Yes.
Not the deep throating, the deep character development.
What is wrong with you?
When I said deep, I'm like, okay, I have to make a joke about Deep Throat.
There's a character in the X-Files called Deep Throat. I'm
sure no one's made a joke about that ever.
I don't know why they called him Deep Throat, because it's not like it's a comedy show, and it's not like it was supposed to be funny or whatever. Because like when I was watching it, like I heard the character introduce himself as Deep Throat, and I just thought, wait, what? And like I had to look it up because I'm like, every once in a while when something like that happens, you just kind of double guess yourself, like, is that actually a real thing, a real word that exists, or am I just making that up? And I'm like, oh yeah, no, that's a thing that exists. Why did they call him that? Anyway, that show, just briefly about X-Files, that's one of those shows that I've never been so mixed on a show before. Like, some episodes of that show I loved, some episodes I hated. I don't know, it was such a mixed bag for me.
I've been meaning to watch it.
I think the good episodes are good enough to make it worth watching, but it's just there are a lot of really boring episodes.
It would be very hard to not think of all the memes, though, with the theme song.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't even know why the theme song became the Illuminati-confirmed theme.
It must have... I wonder if it's just like something like, I don't know, like a YouTuber like PewDiePie used it, or some big channel just like used it at one point and it just blew up.
PewDiePie wouldn't have used it unless somebody else already used it first. I like PewDiePie, but I mean his that's kind of a joke on his channel.
Yeah, I guess.
But I mean it's true.
But yeah, he does reference memes a lot.
Yeah.
Not that that's necessarily a bad thing.
I wonder I wonder what the like to dislike ratio is on this stream. I wonder if anybody heard us say fuck and they got upset.
Oh man, I can't believe they said the fuck word.
Did you see that comment that I got on one of my videos? It was the dramatic reading of a review of Jimmy Davis and Hoffy 1138 or whatever I called it. Where I don't even know what the comment was supposed to be. Like what the point of the comment was, but the person just commented, "Remember, don't say the fuck words." But fuck was like in all caps.
I think that the fuck word is like a meme or something. Like instead of the F word, they just spell out the whole word.
Oh no, it was fuck words plural. Like more than one. Like I think they just use that instead of swear words. I think it was. I mean, it made me laugh. I thought it was funny.
Oops.
What'd you do?
I accidentally dropped the thing.
Why'd you do a thing?
Why would you do a thing?
Why would you do a thing?
I still have... That's a thing that he says sometimes to me for some reason. I still don't know why.
Oh yeah, you're talking to them. I thought you were talking to me. I'm like, who are you? Who says that to you? Who says what to you?
No, I was talking to the audience.
Yeah, I mean, well, we have a lot of... Oh yeah, what Pepe says, that guy took down his DeviantArt page. Yeah, the koala... What was his name? Cool Koala... 4,500 or something like that.
I was looking forward to more of his more YouTube pooper reviews. Like, I was, if I'm being completely honest, the only reason I watched him on there was like I was like, fingers crossed, maybe he'll review me.
But here's the thing. I know I've mentioned it to you. I'm pretty much totally convinced at this point that was Pi Pivot Montiero.
Honestly, yeah, that did seem like it because. It seems like something he would do, and he kind of seems to be the one who, like, discovered him.
Yeah, well, there was that his first Cool Koala for 4500, whatever his name was. His first review was on Pi Pivot Montiero. Pi Pivot Montiero. I'm probably not pronouncing that correctly, but whatever.
Sure it's Pi Pivot Montiero.
Montiero, whatever. He was the first one to kind of bring attention to that DeviantArt user. There was other things like, I mentioned that account on my live stream, and then like a week later, he did the review on me. He misspelled Hoffy 1138 as Hoffy 1139, which is a really weird spelling error. He drew a picture of like a bunch of different YouTube poopers, and one of them was me, but he didn't draw me as my channel icon. He drew me as like me, including my blue shirt that I had been wearing in update videos and whatever. That might just be complete coincidence, but whatever. And then also the one thing that really tipped it off for me was that he invited that guy on Discord, invited him to the YouTube Hoop server that Lemon has, and the Cool Koala 4500 just like left 2 comments that were, wait, what is this? Oh shit, I'm out of here, or whatever, something like that. And it's like, nobody would do that. Nobody would join a random Discord server from somebody that they hated, especially considering the fact that it's called Big Ass Porn.
Yeah.
Nobody would join that. And then if you did join that and you found out it was something you didn't like, you would just leave. You wouldn't leave a comment.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe it's not that. It seems like it. I don't know. I like to think too much into things, and I'm probably thinking too much into that. But it's fun to think about that. It's fun to think just in general. But
yeah. So the pizza asked, "Have you seen Hellbenders?" I have. I don't know about you.
What's Hellbenders?
It was a pretty short-lived series.
Is that a Satan show?
No, it was a short-lived series that Psychic Pebbles and Oni NG did. It's on. I'm pretty sure it's on Psychic Pebbles' channel.
Okay.
I watched it. If you like Psychic Pebbles' weird sense of humor, you'll like it. I don't know. I would recommend watching it if you watch Psychic Pebbles' content.
I've only just recently started watching it, but I do enjoy it.
It's.
I mean, didn't Psychic Pebbles, wasn't he the one who animated that JonTron Christmas video thing a few years ago?
I believe so.
Yeah, that makes sense. That seems like his sense of humor.
I don't know if he was the only animator on Hellbenders, but for sure he was. For sure he was one of them. I'm almost positive.
Yeah.
But it's just it's really weird. I know I did hear one. There was a YouTube poop that I don't remember which one, but there was a YouTube poop that I've seen. I think you've seen it. They used a line from it. I don't remember what the context of the line in the YouTube poop was, but it was a line, "You've got nice titties for a little boy." Which,
okay. Yeah, that seems like his sense of humor. Yeah.
Yes, I don't remember what YouTube poop I saw that used that, but yes, that was a line from Hellbenders, which I think they were trying to get it picked up by a network. I think like Adult Swim was considering picking it up.
I think Adult Swim is like the only channel that would pick up something made by Psychic Pebbles.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if it like Disney XD had a Psychic Pebbles show?
Obviously, we weren't trying to get it picked up by like Cartoon Network or those networks that air kids shows.
Yeah.
They were trying because it was like it's.
Well, yeah, I know. I'm just saying, even for like adult shows, there's not really too many. Well, for one thing, there's not too many channels that do adult cartoons, and of the ones that do, there aren't really that many that do like really, really, really weird experimental ones, other than Adult Swim.
Yeah, which I mean, I guess it's not like. I mean, I guess maybe the reason why I don't think it's Hellbenders is that bizarre is just because I've watched Psychic Pebbles' content before, so it just kind of seems like anything weird that would happen would just seem like the kind of stuff you would expect from him.
Yeah.
But I think there's 3 episodes. There's not a lot.
Okay.
But
really quickly, I've noticed 2 comments. One from Whoop-Doo Creations, one from Shooting Films, both asking if there's going to be a sequel to the YouTube Pooper collab. I'm strongly considering it, but I don't know for sure if there will be. I think I kind of want to do a sequel to the Single Source collab before I do a sequel to the YouTube Pooper Collab. But I don't know. I know that you can, thanks to the community tab on YouTube now, I can do polls and stuff right on YouTube. So I think I might like poll people and see, of these following collab ideas, which one do you want to see first, and then like the YouTube Pooper Collab 2, Single Source Collab 2, and then a couple other ideas that I have. But I think it seems likely at this point, but it's just I don't know for sure if that's going to be soon necessarily. Because I know I've got a lot more subscribers since then, and hopefully it would be better than the first one. I don't think the first one was terrible, but I think it had a lot of missed potential. Like it could have been a lot better than it was.
I wonder what would have happened, how the collab would have turned out if my failed DuckTales collab had gotten off the ground and actually finished.
Yeah.
I'm another reason why I canceled it was because I never finished my entry. And I had that combined with the fact that I got like 3 entries, and only one of them I thought was good enough to accept, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. I
think maybe the other ones I said I can use this. I'm just gonna have to cut out some stuff.
Wait. Whoop2 Creation says... Oh, wait, never mind. Said my entry for the single source collab was kind of garbage. I thought he said, in my opinion, the single source collab was kind of garbage.
Oh.
I was going to say, I don't agree with that at all. I think that's... I've only hosted 3 collabs so far, but I think that's easily the best collab I've hosted.
Poop TV asked, did you know Jimmy D was in the Mama Luigi project? I don't know, did you know?
I did not know. I did. My entry was not very good. I made it in 3 days because I didn't realize I was going to have as much time as I could have. I made it like a full year before the full thing was finished, so I could have spent a little more time on it.
It was an interesting video for sure.
Yeah. I mean, like the video itself definitely, was a really cool video. And it's interesting that it has like over 1 million views now, and I contributed to it, so even if I didn't do a very good job at contributing to it, but I mean it was good enough to get accepted, so. And I was kind of thinking of it'd be fun to try something like that, like a reanimated project, but do it with like Hotel Mario or something like that.
Hotel Mario, but the animation isn't garbage.
No, I don't do the videos. Those are.
That wasn't. That was just what I was saying.
Okay.
But I mean, if you wanted to title it that.
No.
Hotel Mario reanimated collab. That's not bad. Not a bad idea.
Yeah, I just I think it'd be kind of difficult to section it off, and ever since I drew attention to Master Sword as a penis man, that's all he's been commenting. He's a penis man.
Yes.
But I mean, you wear that proudly. No one can ever take that away from you.
Have a name tag that says "Hello, my name is Penis Man."
Yes, or not. Just get it printed on a T-shirt.
Just go into MS Paint and just like draw with the mouse text that says "Penis Man."
Hi, I'm Penis Man.
And then just have that put on a T-shirt and sell it.
Yes.
That would be interesting.
Christopher Dietrich asks, how much longer is the stream going to be? Yeah, I think we've been going on for almost 2.5 hours now. We should probably start wrapping things up.
Didn't you say that like an hour ago?
I said we should try to go for like 2 hours total. But that was a while ago. So actually I guess we're not necessarily going to stop right away or anything like that, but I think we should kind of start winding down. So on that note, kind of curious to know what you guys think. Did you like this? Would you be interested in seeing more live streamed episodes of Poopcast? We probably wouldn't do any where we have guests on, because I just think that would make things much more confusing and difficult for my computer to handle. But if it's just me and Logan, do you prefer that we do live stream ones, or that just looking for your opinion on if you like this or not?
Well, if you want my opinion, honestly, I thought it was more interesting to live stream it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, every time we've done it with like where we record it, just me and you, we have trouble going on for just an hour, and we've gone on for 2.5 times that. So
Yeah. I mean, having questions right there instead of later on helps.
well, plus I think every time we've done an episode just us together, we don't actually get.
We get like 2 questions tops.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and speaking of the comments and whatever, the chat, apparently when you look through the analytics on YouTube, apparently the chat you get on live stream counts as comments. So when I look at my analytics for my videos, there's like a huge bump when I did my live stream. I'm sure there's going to be another one here. I don't know if it'll be bigger or not, but I got 1,500 comments from the chat when I did my live stream. And for a point of reference, at that point in time, that was slightly more than the total comments that I had on Larry Mann and the friggin' Outer Space from its entire lifetime.
Huh. I didn't know. I mean, I guess I've never live streamed. I've thought about it, but it's like, obviously, with my computer, it's like, I wouldn't be able to live stream. I also don't like have the equipment to do so.
Well, all you need is a microphone.
Well, I mean,
and
like,
OBS.
I'm talking like live streaming games.
Oh.
That's probably what I would rather do, live stream games and read the chat.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun to try live streaming games. I think I might mess around with some settings and stuff and try. I think it'd be fun to try live streaming Cuphead or something like that, because I still haven't played Cuphead. I've watched like 3 different Let's Plays of Cuphead, and it's usually when I watch a Let's Play of a game, like a full Let's Play, at the end I don't really feel much like playing the game. But Cuphead is one of those games where after watching the Let's Plays, I just want to play it more and more.
You should. It's a really good game.
It looks really, really good, and I've heard basically nothing but positive. I mean, there's some negative or some. Or, actually, I don't even know if I've heard negative. I think the worst was. Have you heard of Previously Recorded? It's like a
The name sounds familiar.
It's like a sort of branch off of Red Letter Media. It's Rich Evans and Jack.
That's where I heard the name.
Yeah, they liked it, but they didn't necessarily love it, and I think that pissed off a lot of people in the comments or whatever. But like basically, what they said is, it's Contra with film grain filter, but like they still liked it. They just said, it's if you like Contra, you'll like Cuphead. If you don't like Contra, you won't like Cuphead.
So the Penis Man said don't play Cuphead, and all I have to ask is why.
Fuck you, Penis Man. We're not having you on Poopcast anymore.
I don't... Actually, I remember when I played it, last time I played it, I think it was the last time I played it, I started playing the game, and then all of a sudden I got a message from him on Steam saying, you will get mad. I'm like, why? He said, the game is hard. I'm like, I know, but that's why I love it.
I just thought, I wonder if people are going to take that "fuck you, penis man" thing and take it like. So you could take all the talk of hentai and porn and penis man, and you could make some very interesting stuff out of that.
Cuphead is a great game. It's I haven't even finished the game.
How much does it cost on Steam?
$20.
Okay, that's more than I was thinking. I was thinking it'd be like 15.
Right now, though, it's on sale. I think it's 20% off, so it's about $16. I
don't have any. I won't have any money till next Thursday, though.
I was just gonna say I'd recommend taking advantage of that, but actually, you know what?
What?
We could stop by and grab a Steam gift card. I could pay for it, and you could pay me back.
Well, we do need to go to McDonald's.
I mean, yeah.
And I'm just thinking we're at 2:28, 35 seconds. Maybe we should go for exactly 2.5 hours. So
exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we don't really have much else to say. We've kind of said it all. We could talk more about hentai, but we'll save that for another stream.
An entire stream of just talking about hentai.
Yes. Yeah, but I think that's going to be it for now. We'll kind of give the chat a little bit more to kind of catch up. But hope you guys enjoyed it. A lot of you seem to enjoy it. I got comments earlier in the chat saying that it had 1 dislike, but that's to be expected. I don't think I can have a video that doesn't get a dislike.
Can we get this video to 420 likes?
That would be amazing. Or what about 4 likes, 20 dislikes?
Smash that like button.
But I mean, like I said, the archive isn't going to be on this channel. It's going to be on Poopcast, so that dislike won't matter.
I have to ask though, why do people say smash that like button?
Because they're fucking stupid.